Oh, welcome to the 24 Hours of Lemons iRacing League. As you can see, we are smack in the middle of the hood. I mean, Detroit, Belle Isle here for this 20-minute sprint race. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunset evening.
Sunrise.
I've got the usual crew in here with me. Cameron, say what's up.
Not much, except it's actually sunrise, not sunset.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is morning, baby.
Let me go get a breakfast sandwich.
Exactly. Or you can get something from the our sponsor of this quote-unquote sprint, the Hesser Grafton Breakfast Company.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm listening.
They got some fine granola bars and cereals and muffins and coffee, all to make sure that if you have to babysit some 7-year-old kids for a slumber party, that you'll be refreshed from all of that just by waking up to Hesser and Grafton.
Did you see that onboard?
You know, because I have one screen.
Oh, no, well, you didn't. Ryan, who was that onboard that we were just with? It's Jason Grafton. Did you? I think he saw.
Yeah,
he saw he was on stream. The look that he gave over his monitor.
He's got like an intense wraparound triple setup going on there. Looks like man. It looks like a bobsled.
Does kind of look like. There's the look again.
A Jamaican bobsled.
Jason, you're killing me over here, dude. Well, Cameron's not the only person in the booth. We got a full booth here. Randy's in here. Randy, what's up, dude?
Not much, yourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, Howard Dean, thee be blessed.
Randy, you're not out on track tonight, are you?
Absolutely not. Driving is for suckers.
Oh,
That's
bye,
what I
Chris.
thought. Are you going to be drinking at all with us tonight?
There may be some inebriants. We're not going too heavy this evening.
Yeah,
We're not going
raising
to
money.
go crazy. We're not going crazy tonight. Not at all. But glad to have you back. It's always awesome to have you here with us. And are you ready for another crazy night of lemons?
We got a beached whale. Got a high-sided. Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
yeah.
more like a downed tree with the Rainforest Cafe.
I like it.
A couple more people in the booth here. We got Corey. Why don't you say hello, Corey?
Hello, everyone. I'm currently putting down a hot lap in this Formula V. I'm cooking around the streets of Detroit. I love driving street circuits.
Yeah.
I love how that sentence got more and more intense as it went on.
Oh, those 90-degree angles. Yeah.
I'm usually driving high downforce cars. I love taking them around street circuits, so I'm having a ball even though this thing has no wings.
So this is pretty much like the go-kart training wheels version of what you usually like to race.
Yeah, pretty much. This is why I'm having a hoot, because, this is like a very more mellow version of what I usually am racing.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty funny to swap the speeds, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Going from what I usually run, which is low to 70. Oh, there we go.
And there is a perfect
following me in there.
Lemons qualifying lap. Oh no, we got more cars around.
Yeah.
I didn't go in there alone.
Pies.
Oh, don't look at me, I'm hideous.
See who's actually in the booth with us.
Yes, Christopher Pies.
I was gonna wonder if that Pies was Christopher Pies from the old Autobahn-esque league.
I am that one.
Huh?
Coming live from the back straight.
We gotta refrain from our Autobahn jokes here tonight, folks. I'm just
encourage
kidding.
Autobahn jokes tonight.
Oh.
Beep, beep, bop, boop, bop.
Chris, what car are you in over here?
I am in the, you may not be able to see me due to the paint. You know, it is a little bit, a tree livery, Rainforest Cafe. They make some of the best food.
John Cena. The John Cena car. Can't see it. Its time is now.
It's blended in.
Oh,
I'm in the Ray Formula Ford.
Yeah.
We got a lot of Skippies, 2 Formula V's, and a Formula Ford.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it looks like the Formula Ford is fastest by a country mile.
Yeah, like I said, I'll have to switch Skippy and Ford next time around between
Chris, are
Class
you
A
old
and
enough to
B.
know what TCR, Total Control Racing, is? The old slotless cars from the 70s and 80s?
No, I do not
Okay.
know what those are.
Okay, well, they had a car that ran around at full speed on there called the Jam Car, and he was fat, and it was way faster than your actual car. So tonight you're the Jam Car.
That sounds good.
Oh, hey, yeah.
But I would like to say the gap differential is definitely the car. It is not me, that's for sure. I do not know what I'm doing in this thing.
holy smokes! Look at how fast the #1 car is out here.
You're the GTP of the field.
Yeah. The wingless GTP.
So Chris, tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
You put down the qualifying lap.
My name is Chris. I like long walks on the beach, nice sunsets. I've been doing iRacing, pre-pandemic for sure. Racing is life. I think we can all agree on that. And every waking moment as I try to wrestle this thing around this ridiculous corner is thinking about racing and how to do more racing, and I just want to do more racing. So I race in real life as well as in the sim. So anytime I can get behind the wheel, whether virtually or in real life, it's just an absolute joy. And thanks for having me tonight.
Where are you
course.
from? What region? What area are you in, Chris?
I am from the Best Coast, Third Coast, Houston. Pretty much grew up there and still live there today.
So you're racing tracks such as Circuit of the Americas if you're going out. Also, what's the old rundown one that everybody goes to down in Texas?
Is it Texas Motor Speedway?
No, not Texas Motor Speedway.
Oh, Texas World Speedway?
Yes.
Which is not much of a track anymore anyway.
It's a housing
Musser is
complex.
going out there all the time. It's more Dallas, I guess.
We don't talk about Dallas. Oh.
I love that it's like a couple hours away, but like, oh no, those folk, no way.
We might as well be Oklahoma.
A sweet Empire flooring livery on the Skippy.
Oh, hey, there you go.
That's excellent.
1-800 Empire. Call
Today.
today. And
Yeah,
don't
Ryan, let's
forget-
cruise through some of these liveries.
Yeah.
It's not food talk yet. I had a Hot Pocket a little while
and
ago.
my bad, Corey. I know you're trying to circumnavigate Belle Isle, but tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
I work for iRacing, so I work for the very game that we're driving in right now. I have nothing to do with the actual making of the game, so any qualms, not me, I promise. I just point cameras at this stuff. I work in broadcasting for iRacing. I make content. I like all the eNASCAR and like Porsche Super Cup broadcasts. I'm usually working on them. So yeah, that's my background. I grew up in Indianapolis, like quite literally right down the street from Motor Speedway. My dad worked for IndyCar for a long time, so
Oh, nice.
hence why I love things with wings and downforce, because that's pretty much all I grew up knowing. Yeah, and after growing up there, I got a job at iRacing, and now I live out in New England.
Now, you are free to send Post-it notes to him, and he'll deliver them to the proper authorities, so.
Yes. Now,
Oh,
I
and
know who to
trust
talk
me.
to.
We will complain to
there
you,
we go.
Corey. I know you can't do anything about it, but
Yeah, absolutely.
you're still here.
I hear many times with many of my friends that I race with, Corey, fix your game. I
But
hear
he's
that
not
a
Bob
lot.
the business guy, guys.
Yep, I hear it a lot. I hear many times. It's much like my coworker Cisco. We hear it a lot. Corey or Cisco, fix your game. So it's nothing new.
Well, you'll like this because whenever I had any issues with iRacing ever, I would just email Kevin Bobbitt because that was always my contact. I know Kevin from way back. His dad was the engineer on the Camaro that I raced. So I just know Kevin as like Tom's son photographer who hangs out at the racetrack and works at iRacing type of deal.
Yep, Kevin is my direct boss. So
It's funny how things have changed in the course of 15 years over there.
yep, Kevin is my boss. He is a fellow Liverpool fan, so we get along very well talking about the games. So yeah, Kevin's a great guy. He actually hooked us up with IMSA passes for this past weekend to the Battle of the Bricks at Indy. So shout out to Kevin Bobbitt. He's a good guy.
I can't say enough about the entire Bobbitt family and how awesome they are.
I was like half a second up, man.
Well, if you notice the checkered flag was out, that usually means the session ends.
I was hustling, okay? I was in the zone.
Well, that means we are going to be gridded up for the race. Let's ask Chris, okay? We have blah, blah, blah. Pick a number
12.
between 1 and 12.
Let's go with 3.
3.
All
All right. So the person who finishes this race third overall will be the winner.
That's right.
This is tactical.
Correct.
I gotta think about that.
Yes.
I need to do math. No one said there'd be any math.
You have to hold yourself back, Chris.
I'm off the clock.
Oh my goodness.
Where's Joey
Well,
Atterbury and I
winding
worked
up.
the Porsche broadcast earlier today. This is not my first time talking with Mr. Atterbury and Mr. Bauer.
Right.
Saw those fine folks earlier today.
Yep.
Yay.
Corey, Eric
This
wants
is-
to know how Bob in the physics department is doing because we know we've taken years off of life here at the.
Yeah,
24 Hours
definitely.
I'm sure he's doing fine. You know, we have most of the people coming in the office sometimes, but you know, it's mostly just the broadcast guys and me.
Whoa, Jason.
Oh boy,
I
here we
think
go.
Jason disappeared. Holy shit.
He's
Yes,
on a
he did.
hotspot right
Yeah.
now. He's trouble with.
Oh, I see.
IP over avian carrier.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
That
Oh,
old
boy.
Spectrum Gigablast.
I love that Corey tried to out-accelerate the cars. That was my favorite part on the green flag right here. I can't believe we've made it around one turn.
Oh, spoke too soon.
Almost
Oh,
two turns
oh, boy.
before there
Meow,
was
meow.
contact.
There we go.
Leave it up to the old iRacing employee to cause the mess.
Hey, I went for a gap that existed. It's not my fault that I got hit.
Good job, Corey Versace.
I was doing my best here.
Right on board with this replay.
Whee! There we go. That one was my fault.
And if you watch Corey right here, he just completely turns down on a competitor.
Turn it down for what?
As
Oh,
Chris
what's happening
Pies
there?
continues to run away up front here, folks. Hey, Ryan, one of the cars I wanted to look at, Ed Smith. 605. Let's bring up Ed.
I'm right behind him, actually.
Oh, are ya?
Yeah.
So the reason why I wanted to look at this is a Subaru Skip Barber car.
Oh, hey, that flat 4, you know.
Trading paints will stop refresh.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right, yeah, trading paints.
But this is the classic 555, or just the classic Subaru livery, the blue and yellow from the World Rally days.
That's right.
And because this is a racing simulation, it ends up in a tree at some point tonight.
Yeah.
It's
good
a
call.
Subaru thing.
Hang on to her, Eric.
Good call on that one, Randy. Especially if you got like a Solberg driving it.
Yeah, we'll roll with that. I'd get behind that.
They're Finnish. They're fast, but they do love to crash things.
Oh, no, speaking of crash.
Hey, Chris? I thought
Yes.
that you were in the fastest class.
I'm down a cylinder is what's going on.
Oh, no.
Did you put in the wrong file for the inline 4 in there? Did you not put the right spark plugs? Oh no! Oh, Talk about a save right there, and then the overheating
And then
of the
don't talk about it.
tires.
Slow car on the right, yeah. God,
So
chicken
glad I
nuggets.
finally installed the JFK spotter pack.
Oh,
Okay, so for you folks who haven't heard,
Do you only get one camera view, but there's allegedly a second one?
oh no. There's a second gunman in the grassy knoll.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to hear car outside.
Oh, you're saying second gunman in the grassy knoll, and I'm just picturing a dude in a fire suit with like an impact wrench just sitting somewhere in a meadow.
Pew, pew. Wee. Oh.
The
Oh,
leader's
ouch.
meeting.
Oh, sorry, Eric. You took it like a champ, though.
I don't know whose idea that spotter pack would have been. That's amazing.
That was Brendan Hyperstar, so all credit goes to him. I downloaded off him. He made it, and it's fantastic.
Is anyone running the TikTok lady spotter pack?
that was just what I was about to mention. That
Yeah.
one cracks me up too.
I should run the TikTok lady sometime.
What is a TikTok?
It's the TikTok lady voice, like the narrator. Someone took that AI voice pack and put it into the spotter pack.
JFK was shot by a second gunman in the grassy knoll. That's how
Car
she sounds.
left.
Okay, so it's like super like upbeat.
Yeah.
Well, last time was a 152.7. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, you just can't beat that.
I still think I had a tremendous idea the other night, and I think Martinsville needs to create Clippy as their mascot.
I think that's a gret idea. Someone get Bill Gates on the horn.
Revive Clippy for Martinsville.
or Auto Club when it becomes Martinsville the West.
Oh yeah, aren't they doing the short track?
Yeah, they're starting that. They've been working on that ever since NASCAR left a few months ago. So, yeah. They're going to take it from a 2-mile oval to a half-mile Bristol-Martinsville hybrid.
Riding on board with one of my favorite competitors here in Lemons. He always provides me the best camera angles, the best, smartassery, usually, Ron Harrington.
That's right. Does he have his VR on, or?
He does not have his VR on.
Nah, he's looking peasant vision tonight.
Like me.
What do you think the P in 1080p stood for? That was a joke 15 years in the making.
Ah, yes, the brick joke, 15 years in the making. Oh, someone smoked it up somewhere. I guess
I
on the
always
other
love
side.
when I tell him to adjust his camera. He always puts it the other way. Here we got Grafton again. Let's see if we can make Grafton go full gopher over the monitor. I know he hears us. I know he sees us. He's just waiting for the right opportunity to give us a little peek. There it is.
Yay!
You know,
Speaking of-
if he were to run Counter-Strike on that monitor setup, his virginity would be saved forever.
Speaking
What is Grafton's helmet?
Helmet?
Yeah, Ryan, what's his
it's
helmet?
Mr. Bean.
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's
the
right,
Mr.
Mr. Bean, yeah.
Bean helmet. I couldn't
Yeah.
figure it out again. Okay.
Yeah, it's very creepy.
I just think with the full suit, it looks like, is Mr. Bean even wearing any clothes in there? I think
He's got
it's
boxers on.
I think it's a shirtless Mr. Bean, honestly.
Yes, shirtless Mr. Bean. He has boxers on, and his driving shoes.
Fantastic.
I love it.
But yeah, speaking of gophers, though, on my recent trip to Bowling Green for the Holly Mow Party, a celebration of all things Mopar, I stopped at my first Buc-ee's, which was in Sevierville, Tennessee, and I got some Buc-ee nuggets.
Beaver nuggets.
Beaver nuggets, that's right. They're fine. I probably should have gotten a smaller bag than I did. It's like Yeah, okay. I've been to
I need you to explain more.
about
Beaver
the-
nuggets?
Beaver
Are they
nuggets.
just like chicken nuggets?
Oh, no. So beaver nuggets are, okay, so think corn puffs, like the cereal corn puffs, or, actually that is pretty close. Or like Cheeto puffs, but not Cheeto dust, just like caramel brown sugar stuff on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're pretty big and puffy. Then they're nuggets. They're beaver nuggets. Nuggets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Bucky's is love. Bucky's is life.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
apparently.
I was gonna say if you were talking about gas station chains over here,
Yeah.
when I was in Virginia, now up here in Seattle, I feel like I'm starved of like a lot of good stuff, a lot of good chain stuff. But Virginia, they had both Sheetz and then my favorite, Wawa.
Yeah. But where I live, I only have Sheetz. I have 2 of them. My mom works for one of them.
Shout out the convenience stores at Speedway.
Oh yeah, Speedway. We do have a couple Speedways, which are 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven is what's really prevalent out here in New England. I found that out when I moved out here. What I really found out is really prevalent in New England that I didn't quite realize was so overpopulated was Dunkin' Donuts.
Ah, yeah.
They are
I love their Dunkin'.
everywhere out here.
Yep.
Yeah, they say American.
I could not believe it.
Yeah, they say America runs on Dunkin', but I think it's more like New England runs on Dunkin'.
I'm not kidding it. When we took the train down into Boston, Lowell, we got to the North Station, which is right under the Boston Garden where the Celtics play. And on one side of the station, there was Dunkin' Donuts. And on the other side of the very same room, there was a different Dunkin' Donuts location. 2 of them in the same room. 2 different stores.
Well, yeah, that's how you keep the lines down.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Speaking
I
of
was baffled.
speaking of sports stuff and yay, thank you, Crucci. So one time I stayed in Columbus, Ohio for a month with someone, and I walked over to where the Columbus Blue Jackets of the NHL play, and built in to that stadium was a Tim Hortons, which is normally a Canadian thing. So I got to experience some Canada in Ohio. And it made me think, well, I guess Tim Hortons is at every NHL arena, but no, because I looked at the whatever the Arizona team is, and they don't have a Tim Hortons. I don't think they do.
We randomly got one when I was in high school out in Indianapolis.
They're
I
good.
have no idea why they showed up to Indy, but we got one in like Avon down the road from my high school, and there it was good. And then I actually got to go to a proper Canadian one this past July when I went up to Quebec.
So we're on this topic. I had to explain to my girlfriend what a Waffle House was the other day.
Oh, wow.
No, Waffle House is a waffle home, right?
That's right.
Yeah, how would you explain what a Waffle House is for somebody? Now, Wendy is she's really only lived on the West Coast. She's originally from Taiwan, but she's been living here for almost 20 years now, 15 years. So, but yeah, how would you explain what a Waffle House is to somebody who doesn't know what it is?
A Waffle House is the food incarnation of the Walk of Shame.
Ever put syrup on a prison break?
I don't think she would even understand that reference.
Ever see Fight Club?
Yeah. Which we like to see it at 3 a.m.
Has your cigarette smoking aunt ever made you a breakfast for a hangover?
That's the best one.
Ever wanted to be in a hurricane-proof spot? That's where you want to go.
So now, I'm not from the Deep South, so I can't speak to that. I'd only been to one Waffle House in the Deep South, and that's because I have cousins who live in Gadsden, Alabama. So we went to a Waffle House once down there. Now that is a biblical experience.
Hey man, don't hate on the Waffle House food. It's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, it is like the most primey place ever, but the food is like a warm hug from your mom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's comforting in a way that you just like you could be going through the worst thing in your life, but you go to Waffle House and you get your regular. I mean,
For like $6.
exactly. I mean, it's a comfort experience you just can't beat.
You feel like Andy Reid when you're ordering, you know?
Yes. Who doesn't want to feel like the Walrus Man himself?
I feel like Waffle House is very similar to making alcoholic milkshakes, but with Robitussin. When you go there, you're not in the best place in your life, but
No.
after it, you oddly feel somewhat better.
So
You've taken a step up.
Ooh, ow! I got Hessered.
Waffle House is like,
Okay,
you
hold on a
know,
second.
it's like a Denny's, but like it's recovering, you know.
It's Denny's with its 30-day chip.
Yes, exactly. That is a Waffle House, and it's doing well. You know, it's trying its best.
You know what? I'll get behind that one. That one's pretty good too.
You were talking
am I
about
getting Hesser in my class. Here we go.
the
I
abundance
see 'em.
of Dunkin' Donuts out there in the Northeast. Well, from my house here in the Northwest, like I'm not even like in Seattle, but within a 5-mile radius, I've got 4 different Starbucks. And then I've got at least 5 different additional espresso stands.
That's
Ah, yes. Bikini baristas.
Yeah, you got to drive a little ways to go to a bikini barista.
Yeah, I don't
My
see
shift
why
is
it's-
Monday 4 through 8 if you want to come in tip.
No. Ooh. Speedo barista.
Hey, it's 2023. I can wear whatever I want.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, goodness.
Who's currently in third? Ooh, yeah.
Well, we got
was behind
5
a
minutes
Lizzie.
left in the first race, too.
Oh, we're racing?
5 minutes to group of
Kinda.
faster cars approaching.
trying to reel in Hesser here. I want to get this Formula V class victory.
And since it is the Breakfast Company Sunrise Party, and you guys know me, I can't not talk about food. Like, that is my comfort.
Right.
What's your favorite breakfast sandwich?
Oh, here we go. Now this is my language because there's nothing I love more than making a good breakfast sandwich. It is my favorite dish to make in the world.
You and I are pals.
Joey, I knew we got along, especially when I saw that handlebar.
I can't. I mean, we're not going to get yelled at over here. I can't believe they didn't like it.
You know what? You're wrong. I disagree.
Like I said, I think you lined all 3 of us up next to each other. I had the classiest one of the group.
Yeah, you look good. I agree. Plus, you weren't wearing that Tennessee gear.
My favorite breakfast sandwich is, whenever Hardy/Carl's Jr. has it, is it's a sausage biscuit, but it's Hillshire Farm sausage instead of the usual patty. They just take a sausage
yeah.
and split it in half.
Like
Yeah.
summer sausage, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
See,
Since-
I love making a...
No. Hang on, Corey. Hang on. Because it seems like Chris has actually been focusing over here.
Well,
Chris, you're up. Talk to us about breakfast sandwiches.
So I'm going to argue that a burrito is a sandwich.
I wonder if
God.
this was going to come up.
And as such, I would say a chorizo breakfast burrito. Cannot beat it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see someone that's been to Gingerman.
I see someone who's a Texan.
I see someone who might have been to Qdoba.
Okay, and then let me ask you this then. When did you convert from the sandwich to the burrito? Like, when was that time in your life that was like, oh my God, this one is superior?
Oh, goodness. I would say, well, I grew up in Houston, so I would actually argue that the burrito came first. and the
Okay.
sandwich came after the fact. I grew up on breakfast burritos, and that would explain my gamer figure.
What do we call them here? Luxury mammals?
That's right, luxury mammal.
I like that.
That's become one of my new favorite terms. So, okay, what's the argument of a breakfast taco over a breakfast burrito? Is it just the handiness of the to-go, or are they on an equal playing field?
So the difference between a taco and a burrito is the ends, the crucial ends. A taco does not perfectly encase the filling, whereas a burrito is wrapped around like a package that you could mail if you needed to.
I think
Well,
you guys are all missing the big point here. It doesn't matter between the three of them, between a sandwich or a taco or a burrito, because they're all just different forms of a lasagna.
Oh, that's right.
I'm about to run out of fuel.
For those,
The taco is the folded lasagna. The burrito
Yes.
is the rolled lasagna. It's all breakfast lasagna.
And now I'm going to argue with you that all a lasagna is a calzone without a covering.
I refuse to believe just because there's no animated cat that really goes after calzones.
Tyler Stank saying he's down with chorizo burritos. He makes one every day.
Ooh. Okay, so then let's bring in the heavy hitter because he's been waiting to get tagged in over here. Corey, bring us home.
So listen, I am a big fan of just your standard bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich when made perfectly well. You have to get the bacon
Yes.
just right.
Yep.
You gotta get the eggs just right. When you get everything put together perfectly, it doesn't matter what you put it on, whether it's a biscuit, a bagel, a piece of bread, whatever. If you get a good bacon, egg, and cheese right, you can't go wrong.
So I don't think there's any incorrect answer here.
Oh no,
But-
there isn't.
Oh no,
Anything
but
breakfast related
how do you
is
prepare the egg
fantastic.
for this?
See, now I am a man who enjoys my breakfast sandwiches with an over easy egg because then you have something to dip your breakfast sandwich into.
Dippy eggs are best eggs for such purpose. I accept this.
Right.
And
Final
let
lap.
me tell you, folks, I make some killer hash browns to go with that breakfast sandwich. Like, oh yeah.
My favorite hash browns are the ones that are crispy crowns. Unless you're ordering at Hardee's, they call them hash browns anyway. But yeah, I like the little crispy crowns. Those are yummy.
Crash Fest after the checkers.
Yes. We're gonna crash for
go.
broadcast people. We're gonna crash at the end of the straight after the start-finish line. There's a fountain right there. So unless y'all are crashing already, in which case I'll just join you when I get there.
So if you can substitute tortilla for like a scrambled egg, like somewhat of a patty, does that make omelets a breakfast sandwich?
No, because you're overcooking the egg so much at that point. Like,
Okay, what if it's lightly cooked to just be like a regular omelet?
then it's gonna fall apart because it's so steaming hot. And
Nobody said it was a structurally good sandwich.
Let's see, where are you guys?
back to your lasagna argument.
All right, I'm gonna go. So,
Randy, I would argue no.
It's okay. Everyone's wrong occasionally.
all right.
Now, but hang on, to take this breakfast sandwich level talk up another notch about that bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Now, when you fry those eggs, you want you're over easy, you want your runny eggs. Oh, there's the crash fest going on. Nice. I love that the dude is just on horseback watching it all go down.
Yeah.
by the way.
It's very regal.
When you fry the eggs, you got to have the pan nice and hot, first of all, because you need the crispy edges on the egg,
Yes,
the egg
sir.
white.
There's
But
a trick to
then
that, too.
you also need the bacon fat in there.
Oh,
so
that was.
way.
Oh, yes. You
Mhm.
know.
Correct.
Listen, you don't fry it with anything else. You cook the bacon first. You
Correct.
leave all the grease in the pan, and then that's where you put your eggs in. And that's the rookie mistake that people often forget about is they make the eggs first. That's the real problem.
Just some people are noobs.
So Joey,
That's all.
do you want to hear what I bought when I moved out here to Boston? I bought something. I bought a thing. I bought a breakfast sandwich maker.
Oh.
It takes 5 minutes and it cooks every piece of your breakfast sandwich for you in one device. And then it pops out your breakfast sandwich for you at the end of it.
What is it in Harold and Kumar? The waffle bot?
Yeah, something like that. That's pretty much what I bought.
You waffle bot?
Waffle pie.
My fiance
Waffle pie.
has just texted me and said, "Man, I would kill for Waffle House." I'm assuming this is from our talk earlier, but I just looked at my phone and she did reply that she would kill for some Waffle House. We don't
I
have
could go for
We
Waffle
lost
House.
those. They don't have those anywhere near us in New England. We lost Waffle House when we came out here.
Yeah.
And by the way, folks, Andy how do you say his name? Warchka. That's what I was gonna.
Yeah.
I should have just rolled with it. Andy Warchka in the 77, the double sevens, is
Double
your official winner by finishing the race in third place.
Yes.
Christopher Pies pulled the classic rookie move and just kind of went all out. Finished the race in first there. I mean, come on. Chris, what were you thinking?
I guess the red mist that descended. That's all I could do.
Descend of the mid, the bed of the day.
Got everybody's name on the screen here. Got a couple more because Corey was back there a couple laps, as well as the gopher, Jason Grafton.
Yeah. All right, time to change my outfit to match my car.
Still got one more race here, folks. We are going to be
right.
swapping sessions over to Darlington.
I gotta break out my my iRacing car.
Yeah, no, so as most of the Lemons folks know, I love food. I love cooking. Breakfast sandwiches, yeah, delicious. I make them all the time. I would say, but like my go-to I love my barbecue. I'm a grill man. It doesn't matter what I cook on it, whether it's protein, meats, vegetables, seafood, pork, whatever, or whatever. It's just, that's my go-to.
I shall return. I'll be right back.
Here's a question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That's
Let's
okay.
all simmer down
That's the
here.
James Pike question.
I mean, that opens up is a lobster roll a sandwich?
Yes.
It doesn't open up. That's the entire point of the hot dog bun.
Yeah, but so the reason why I brought a lobster roll up is that it is in a side cut bun, which is pretty much a folded piece of bread.
I'm horrified because I've never run Darlington before.
Syntax 976. Thanks for the raid.
Actually, I lied.
Welcome, Raiders.
Oh, welcome, Raiders. I hope you are in for some wild and crazy shenanigans here at Lemons.
I hope the Raiders come with the Lost Ark.
Yes, thank you. Whenever I hear that, Indiana Jones immediately pops to mind.
You both.
All right, so back to the important thing. Looping around here. How do you guys cook the bacon?
Now, it all depends on how much time you have and what kind of, if you're going for, like you said, the fried egg, you cook it in a pan. Now, if you want to cook bacon the best way, you put it in the oven.
Ooh, you're gonna go with the oven bacon now. Are you putting it on the rack?
I have a special, pan that I like to put it in the oven. It's a little aerated, but it works. It does the job. You put some parchment paper down. It's what you got to do.
All right. There we go.
See, my only way to do bacon is it's just trichinosis bacon. You just throw it on a pan, heat the pan up. Don't throw it on to begin with. And then as it starts to firm up and get just a tiny, micro crispy bits on the surface, ready to eat.
I like my bacon. It depends on what I'm cooking and how I like the cook on the bacon. But generally, I'm a little bit more of a floppy bacon man myself than a crispy bacon man. So I love saying it.
Floppy
Floppy bacon, best bacon.
And that's what, dude, I will go through the packs of bacon at the store to figure out which one has all the fat in it. Like, you gotta get the good fatty bacon. Like you search, you dig through the packs to get the one that you want.
Joey, I don't understand how we have not. This feels like that episode or that part, Step Brothers.
Did we just become best friends?
You and I completely understand the gravitas and the magnitude of a good breakfast sandwich, and the importance that the proper fatty bacon makes on that sandwich.
Correct. And I mean, and not only that, but we were talking about having to cook the egg in the fat, and so the more you got, the better it is. And I love cooking Italian food, and let me tell you what, one of the staples of Italian food is what? Olive oil, butter. Well, bacon just tastes better.
We have another guest that's joined us. Mr. Michael Hall has joined the booth. Michael Hall, good evening.
Hey, Michael
Welcome.
Hall.
Hello. How do I sound?
Sound good. Welcome to the party.
Fantastic.
Great. Awesome. Joey Atterbury, it's a pleasure to meet you and a privilege. Cameron, good to see you again.
Yes, of course.
Michael Hall, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you.
Well, what can I say about me? Humble little me. First of all, let me sound off about the food. I'm loving the conversation. I mean, who doesn't love the food? But anyway, I mean, I'm kind of an iRacer, and I work with Podium Esports. I did a little bit of development work for them, and I do a little of the race control for them and some of their key events throughout the year. And kind of a big fan of the Podium Esports brand, of course. And this is kind of a, I don't know, what would you call this, Cameron? Kind of a Podium Light? I don't know. I mean, Ryan Bauer.
Podium light?
Let me throw everybody under the bus here. I would call this like
Yay.
the Podium intern crew.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, anyway, I have a background in information technology and software engineering, so that's a fancy way of saying I build websites, usually for, business type customers, business continuity type stuff that would be more on an intranet than something that you would see publicly, although some of the stuff I have done ended up public facing. So it's kind of business productivity is kind of my main focus. In fact, right now I'm working on more overlay type work like I did for Podium. Some of Podium's broadcasts utilize my technologies, but I want to put stuff together for day-to-day streamers, the kind of stuff that you see they use to, kind of improve their broadcasts and also help them with their own racing, something similar to Crew Chief. Mm-hmm. If you're familiar with that product, which kind of does a little bit of fuel calculation for you. Because I also have a background in spotting of races. I do a lot of spotting crew chiefing for people on iRacing in those longer oval races that, those can be a very lonely place for a driver. Especially when, it hits the fan, so... Anyway,
I
I've got
just
some
picture
ideas
the
there,
driver
too.
like writing in his diary in those moments.
Yeah, they're usually a little bit shook up, and they're saying, hey man, can you do this and this and this for me? It's just kind of nice to have, somebody in your ear, for one, but also somebody in your black box, especially at a short track where you're going in and out of pit road under caution about every 40 seconds, trying to get 6 seconds of repairs. So, anyway.
Well, first of all, it's Michael or Mike? Which
Either.
do you prefer?
Yeah,
Okay.
some people are kind of, I want to be called Mike. Some people are really adamant, but I'm one of those people that I pretty much know who I am, and if you say one or the other, you're talking to me, and it's cool.
We got our hair down here, literally,
my
over
God.
here at Lemon, so
Hold on,
it's probably going to be either or.
Y'all
Yeah.
gonna make me lose my tweets. Space DMX.
Up in here.
Oh my
in here.
God.
Stop.
Hey, you know who's going to give it to you?
I mean,
Elon Musk.
it was pretty well defined.
My
So-
fiance is asking me right now if we want to get IHOP very second.
I think we still have those
That's where
Rylo, by the way, not to make you all jealous.
I have one IHOP in
There's
my town.
IHOP around up here in the Northwest. That's where you take a girl with one leg, right?
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
I thought that was Eileen, but never mind.
Yeah, well, that's
Come
when
on,
she's
Eileen.
up against the wall, you know.
Oh, okay.
Oh goodness.
right,
So Michael,
forget IHOP.
what part of the country? Yeah.
I'm near Grand Rapids, Michigan. In fact, if you've been around, you maybe have heard of Berlin Raceway. I live about 5 minutes away from Berlin Raceway,
yay.
so yeah. Killer little short track. I can't believe they haven't scanned it yet, honestly. ARCA races there, so.
Well, now that SRX is coming to play,
I don't know
maybe
anything,
Berlin will.
But someone on Twitter said that they wanted over $1 million for iRacing track and
What? Which track? Berlin Raceway?
Berlin, yeah.
Corey, jeez, why did you
all
put
Corey's
that
fault.
email, man?
I know, my bad. Sorry, guys.
How dare you, Corey?
Oh man, too funny.
Well,
Got
speaking
4
of-
minutes left in practice, folks.
Yes.
For the Raiders and everybody tuning in, we are getting warmed up here at Darlington. Got 3 different classes of car for this one. Cameron, which classes of car do we have?
All right, so we have Class A, which is Thunder Horse. That is the Gen 6 Mustang. Okay, and let me pull over for a second before I kill everybody here. Stop the car, stop the car, stop the car. Okay, there you go. All right, so Thunder Horse Class A, that is Gen 6, and the Gen 2 Aussie Supercar Mustang. Then we have Class B, which is Workhorse. That is the next gen Ford Mustang. My guy, the Xfinity, and then the other Xfinity, the Legacy Xfinity Mustang. And finally, we have Class C for Charlie Horse, which is the Mustang FR500S. And this is of course beating a Dead Horse 3, dancing in the dark at Darlington Raceway. The lady in black has got her dancing shoes on. Are
So,
we ready to play?
I don't think we are at all. I mean, when are we ever, first of all?
Yeah, speaking of my Workhorse, though, assuming I don't smash the hood in, I want to zoom in on the hood. So, Christopher Pies and I raced in the PCA, Porsche Cup of America, Sim Racing's virtual race for heroes. It was like a two race thingy. One in May at Sebring, and then the big feature at Le Mans. And whoa baby, I told everybody that if they gave to my team, Benefera Motor Club, any amount, either through me, directly to the team page, the Pledge It page, or to any other member of my team, their name would be on the hood of my car. Now, this event and the previous event was supposed to happen the night before the virtual race for heroes, but that didn't happen. So, we're here. We're here on Bruce Springsteen's birthday, on the fall equinox. And it's like, well, promise is a promise, even if this is not the card I was supposed to get, but here we are. So, shout out to, let me see, I'm gonna switch to my Twitter. Okay, let's go back up to the alt tag. All right. So, shout out to everyone who gave. Anonymous. There was a lot of anonymous people, so they get one slot. Me, because I donated a few times. David Bryan, Ron Harrington, Susie Kirsch, Diane Neville, Chris Ray, the Everything Bagel of the 24 Hours of Lemon's sister leagues, Hunter Reeve, Operation Motorsport driver, and I guess organizer too, Sonata, and Tyler Stink. So thank you all for helping my team raise $420 of the, I think it was like $15,425 at the end of everything for Operation Motorsport.
Excellent amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
It always amazes me. iRacing community, and they're always doing cool stuff and nice things, especially here at Lemons. It's always for a good cause, for sure.
I've had an idea for a endurance charity event that I want to try, and it's 3 separate NASCAR classes running Talladega for like 12 hours.
Oh, so you want the
Team racing. Team racing, but it's
Team race, yeah.
I'm so happy you
12
said that because
Talladega.
I would love to have like 20 car fields of each class, basically.
Oh no, yeah, I want like it's gonna be 87s, next gens,
Oh.
and Gen 4 is what I would want to do at Talladega.
Okay.
Because you need to
I
have
get
like
this
the
gonna-
full draft trains trying to pass each other.
Choo choo.
Well, we're getting a beautiful look at the old egg, Darlington Raceway. Okay, Michael, since you're in here, we're going to skip right over Corey. He gets to talk enough about iRacing. 1 through 13, pick a number.
Oh, 13 for sure.
Oh, okay.
The person to finish last in this race is our official winner.
If you're not last, you're first.
Yeah,
Last.
if Eric Hesser doesn't even join in, I see him out there. He can just
Yeah.
park it in pit lane. Don't even move. Just pull it down to the apron.
We'll do the
Yeah,
sponsor
try-
rules. You have to run at least 1 lap. You can start and park, but you got to run 1 lap.
Hold up, there's rules.
It is a race to the pit lane, so it's a
There's
race
a
for 1
rules.
lap and then to
On the pit lane. Jeez.
I'm picturing Ricky Bobby and Jean Girard running around Darlington right now.
Man, I really wish that hood said struggle.
Well, we'll be
Struggle
struggling
bus.
tonight, depending, because this is Darlington. She doesn't play nice. Oh, hello. I almost. Oh, calm down, Lily Bell.
Talk more about Darlington. This track,
Yeah.
this event, the Southern 500, is on my bucket list to go to. It just, it looks so freaking rad to go to.
Yeah.
So cautions are on, is that correct?
I may have turned them off, so.
Oh, heaven help us.
Yeah, let's see. I will put my
Find out.
name on.
Find
Yeah. I may have turned them off, so. The deal is, if things get too hairy, I will throw a yellow, and then I will at least remove one lap
Nice.
off.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Thank JFK.
I broke my pen today.
Oh no!
Like this, the
Just
pen that I
feel-
write down like all my
feel-
post-it notes. Huh?
Yeet.
I do have the Geico start zone on though.
Did you do it to see if your pen still felt?
He wrote
I was
down on the
I was
page.
joining the Pen 15 Club is what I was doing.
Nice.
Man, look
here
at
we
that
go.
sick burnout from Chris Pies as he crosses the start-finish line. Green flag racing at Darlington,
ow.
boys and girls.
Jesus. I was killed immediately.
Oh no! Oh, ow!
I was driven into.
Okay.
That's
Hey,
twice.
Corey, just a heads up, Jesus, the automobile wasn't invented yet, so there's no way that he can come and help you.
Like
Wheel.
Jesus would hang around in a place like this.
All right. Well, actually, I have to pit
I
because
think
got
Jesus would
stuck.
leave the second he heard the term breakfast lasagna. I'm sorry, was that a replay graphic transition?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You hang out around the
Yeah.
bearded sim racer long enough,
All right. So I gotta go back to pit road.
and all of a sudden you get some really cool stuff, don't you?
This is like a really high production broadcast of a Forza game where everyone's from Brazil.
Oh, I thought he.
You want me to one-up you, Randy?
All right.
That looks like the sports car starting Grand Am at Barber 2011 with all the Venezuelans and their Mustangs. Now, you guys might not get that one, but there was about 4 Venezuelan drivers that came in Mustangs, and they just completely jumped the apex of turn 1, lap 1, and there was like cars over the hoods of others. It was amazing.
Well, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
We're gonna need pictures of that one.
Oh no, here I'll go get them for sure. Let's see here. 2011.
Oh. Are
What's
you
wrong,
for
Jed?
real?
You're just dreaming, dude.
Okay.
I can't get rid of my black flags.
Oh no. Well, I think Cameron is an admin here.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
trying
so
to.
is Ryan. Okay.
There we go.
Looks like Ryan's got you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
And I found a
Okay.
YouTube broadcast all on Speed Channel. That was taking me back down memory lane for sure.
All right.
Oh, maybe it was 2012.
13
Oh,
car.
this is 2010.
All right. Since I would literally have to exit the car to do the exclamation point business.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Somebody named Jason forgot to uncheck their fast repair. Hi, Jason. Hi.
Uh-oh.
The
Say
Gopher.
hello. Say hello.
Jason, you're in the commentary booth here with us, bud.
I don't know. His mic
Yeah.
may not be. Oh, your mic's working. Yay.
Sorry, having y'all listening to the Twitch broadcast as well as y'all talking, it's confusing me a little bit.
Oh, you're getting the double voice.
Yep, I got it sorted out now. I just had to mute y'all's secondary audio.
So 33 minutes of repairs, huh?
Well, 23 are required, but the remaining 10 is
Ouch.
optional, so not so bad.
We'll do waiver rounds on the cautions.
Yeah.
You'll need to do a lot of them, so.
I'll have
Joe,
to have
can I
it
make you an
in
admin
that.
to shorten yellow? I guess I can.
Yeah, I should be able to get that working again now
Are
that
the
I'm
lights
not
out now?
all frustrated from
Yeah.
past Fridays.
All right, pace car is in.
Yeah. Pace
Gotta
car
go restart
is
zone.
I'm now an admin. Hey. Nobody's finishing this race now.
And here we go. Let's try to keep her clean this time.
Going for the tactical start part. And Jason had to go and get 20 minutes of repair, so.
Oh, so Jason wins. You
Yes,
win.
he did.
Yippee, I'm gonna go pour some celebratory scotch. I'll be right back.
All right, you enjoy your scotch.
The race to the bottom.
Bring
is on the
everybody
right.
else some too, please.
Yeah.
I only have a little bit of scotch, but I have like a gallon of rum, if that's y'all's.
Oh, there you go. Rum's fine
Hey,
too.
I am a pirate over here, so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I guess if he's gonna be in here for 20 minutes, might as well go out here and be a menace in the stock car.
Well, this all checks out.
Well, I mean, listen. Like I said, the only time I've ever raced Darlington was in an Indy car. I did win that race, but these stock cars definitely do not have wings.
No. They have spoilers. Car tomorrow had a wing until iRacing removed it.
That makes me so sad because call this a hot sports take, but I think the car tomorrow with the wing was one of the coolest looking NASCARs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It looked a little bit Hot Wheels-esque, didn't it?
You okay?
Oh my goodness, Ryan! We
Oh,
need a
no.
replay on Ed Smith.
Oh no. Oh, damn.
Oh, and then the
lit up
13
the
just
tires.
piling in. Holy!
Oh, my Ed's
Oh,
out.
there goes Ed. Oh, Ed. Ed.
I
Ed
think Ed
literally-
just took 13th.
I race with Ed on Thursdays, so I'm probably gonna pay for that one.
Watch this all happen here.
The tires got lit up, man.
Oh, and then, boom!
I tried to keep it off of Ed, and I caught him right in the right rear.
And then when Ed hit the inside wall, he hit like one of the invisible pylons, and he just stopped.
All momentum.
Oh, third place in class. Nice.
That hurt.
Not-
And that's how Corey Vicelli died.
Dun dun dun. You know, racing in Darlington, or like a similar track that's painted this way, makes me think I'm racing in a bucket of KFC.
You're making reference to that red and white stripes.
Yes, I am.
I never thought of that. You just.
Yeah.
Leader
I don't
just
know why I never thought of
leader
that,
Just
but-
lost it and nailed the wall too.
Oh, number 6. There's that Derek. Derek is gone, so it's just Ron and I racing for position in class.
This track is deceptively difficult.
It's
Oh,
incredibly hard. Like,
I'm running.
The short end of the oval makes you think that you can get on the gas, and it's just lying to you.
Yeah, the banking goes away, and until
Oh,
you're
yeah.
pointed on that straight, you better not be on that throttle. You're going around.
Well, I learned that the hard way, and so did Ed.
I'm not. Oh, I'm the class leader. Nice. Let's see what I was about to say. Oh yeah, I am running a setup by Maconi.
Are you in the next
Yeah?
gen?
How's that
Yeah.
treating you?
It seems to be better than the base Darlington so far. But
That's good.
of course, it's always me, the person behind the setup, the driving the setup that determines things. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I am first in class, so I guess it's my victory in class.
I am so disappointed I cannot find pictures of these frickin' Mustangs flying over the field. Gotta text Trevor.
I also like that I still have a British guy telling me, "Oh, the race is not your fight," or the car, you're pulling away from the car. It's like, dude, I have Southern spotters. Give me another Southern spotter person. I have the TJ and whomever.
TJ Majors?
Yeah, TJ and the other guy. That's part. Oh, wow, got the Darlington stripe. That's part of that pack.
Riptide.
Yeah. I mean, I could just switch out for TikTok lady. You are in the winner.
John's keeping me afloat here.
Oh, no, don't hit the Geico. Okay, cool. There you go. Now I got a Darlington stripe on both sides of my car. And it's not even, 10 minutes in?
All
Yes, I know. Damage. We got damage on the front. Yes, I know that, British guy. Shut up.
All right, I got my Gimple pinch here, and it's in a solo cup because that's how I roll.
Oh, Andy! Andy Works got tapped out. Oh no, he was actually excited to run here too. So now we're down 2 cars.
I mean, I'm still here. I'm going to show up for whatever laps I can get. It's just going to be a bit.
Well, that's okay. I think you're dead last, so you won anyway. You're the
Sweet.
real Lemons winner.
Small comfort, I guess.
Yeah.
If we ever, just hit me up if there's ever an I Got Screwed award for iRacing.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh yeah, that'd be a nice achievement to hunt for. Speaking of, this actually does clear a couple more bits of the Jack of all trades achievement and the World Tour achievement. Because I've not driven this Mustang, and I've not driven that Darlington. And this Mustang is actually the last Mustang on that list, the Jack of all trades list.
Which one are you in again? The Xfinity, right?
Yeah, the current Xfinity, yeah.
More. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry, folks. I have been down the rabbit hole over here trying to find these pictures, and they have just disappeared off the internet, and it's really frustrating me.
Oh no.
But it's okay. There's a million wrecked race cars out there. Oh, Grand Prix of Alabama 2012. Is this it? Is this it? Well, I think this is too soon. These cars look way too fancy.
Oh yeah, so we didn't talk about this earlier, but there are 6 fast repairs total, and then 17 incident points until your first drive-through, and then 17 additional incident points on and on and on to the break of dawn. So
What happened
Till the
here?
break of dawn.
to the break of dawn. which we won't see because it's 1x. So 1x in sim time. So we. Oh, that's Eric Hesser in the FR 500S.
Oh, little smushy, and then
That's all it takes.
that is. It takes, isn't it?
Oh, hey, is anyone running Gen 6?
Yeah. Is there not?
I mean, I
Chris
saw the.
Pies is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But oh, right on.
Cool.
In the Snuggles car.
Oh yeah, I think I might have accidentally smacked you, or we smacked each other, which happens here. It's racing, it's NASCAR. It happens.
I still haven't figured out how to do this one corner that's like really tight in the beginning.
Yeah. That's Darlington.
Just keep following. What you need to do is you need to turn on the racing line.
That's what
You
I
probably
have.
will want to do. Oh, you have the Babby lane, yeah. Yeah, with Darlington, you literally have to kiss the wall. You have to kiss the lady in black, and she'll.
Somebody needs to create the Dale Jr. spotter pack that every time you hit the wall, it's like clipping to him, like, "Oh, we got a wreck!
Yeah.
We got a wreck!
Oh, Rick.
Oh, I smacked the
Crashing
wall.
4!
I actually did.
We got a car around!" Oh my goodness! It seems like it's getting darker out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the race started in sim at 8 p.m. So yeah, it's nighttime.
Let's go around the room. What was the last race you all were at? I think we already heard from old Corey over here being at the Brickyard just, what was it, a week and a half ago?
Literally last weekend I got to go home,
Yeah.
so that was fun.
The last
Cameron?
race- Yes, as I was going to say, the last race I attended was my very first NASCAR Cup race almost a year ago, late October. The Xfinity 500 NASCAR Cup race, the last race of the round of 8s. So my first time visiting Martinsville.
The Chastain race, right?
The Chastain race, yes. Yes. First time visiting Martinsville for a race, second time overall. And I was too focused on Christopher Bell taking the win. And two, I wasn't quite into position to see Ross Chastain do his move, his video game move.
I will just say, because that's been in the past now, you know? Mm-hmm. That dude got so lucky. Like,
He did.
so lucky that there wasn't any part of that wall that was a little off or
Yeah.
anything about that.
Yeah, because I think there's a gate at turn
Correct.
4. Yeah.
Correct. That's how they get in and out of the racetrack.
Yeah.
But it's also, you got to think it's because of the new body of the car that the fenders kind of go over the tire instead of flush with it. 'Cause
Yeah, but
had the rubber hit the wall, that would have acted like a go-kart brake.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, all it takes is a tiny difference in that wall to start shearing, you know? And whether it stops the car or just rips it apart, who knows, right? But yeah, so lucky. So lucky.
Whenever you think about all of the multiple universes there probably are, this is probably that situation where we're the very rare universe of, well, what if he lived?
Right.
If he dies, he dies.
He dies.
What was that? We've talked about it here on the show before. Nice side-by-side racing, by the way.
Yeah.
What was that Jet Li,
War II.
Jason Statham movie with the multiple universes? The One?
I don't know that
Do you
one.
guys not remember that one? So Jet Li, he's this dude, and he figures out that there's multiple universes and you can transport between, and each time he goes to one and finds himself and he kills himself, he gets
Oh, wow.
stronger.
It's like Highlander.
There can only be one Jet Li.
That's basically it. And then Jason Statham is like a universe cop trying to chase him down.
The only Jason Statham movies I know of are The Transporter and Cranked.
Frank.
And not Death
Yeah.
Race? Seriously?
Oh, he was in that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, his car for most of that movie is it's itself a Ford Mustang, but with 6 inches of armor plating on the back and a couple of machine guns on the hood.
well, see, I should also mention that I'm not a movie person, and I haven't really been since I lived with a movie roommate who was, and I just got completely turned off, so, yeah. I got YouTube to keep me company now.
A good old cinephile over here.
I'm mostly just a car nut, but in movies.
I disagree with your Black Flag game.
Oh? What happened here?
Instant point limit, but I told it that I vehemently disagreed with it, and it went away.
Yeah, no, I was just
I
looking
see it.
for it as well. Ryan beat me there. Corey's trying to make his way up through the field. By the way, Corey, not to put any pressure on you, but you're currently the fastest car on the racetrack.
I'll take that. Oh, here we go.
Oh man, look at that run down the back straightaway.
Yeah.
Looking like a regular old Ryan Blaney.
So why did nobody tell me that, like, being the uncle of a 5-year-old is awesome?
It's pretty
like
rad.
It's like a drunk miniature adult.
Yeah,
You
so
get all the fun of like doing the dad stuff. Then when it gets annoying, you just get to tell him to go home with his actual dad.
right, like I've got my nephew here for the first time this weekend, and it's amazing.
Tom Leader spun.
Oh, for real?
Uh-oh.
So like his mom left him with this new remote control Gravedigger truck, and like it's more powerful than she realized. And he opens it up, gets it running, and this thing's stupid fast. He bowls his ass over like 90 degrees, completely horizontal, just totally eats shit in the carpet. And I felt so bad, but I've never laughed harder in my entire life. And that was in the first couple minutes of this experience. This has been a great weekend.
Now, have you guys built anything fun to test it out?
Oh yeah, he just runs around and chases it through the yard. He drove it off a cliff earlier. He's having a great time.
I got disconnected.
Yeah, I
was gonna
saw
say,
your packets
Corey,
got
what
dropped.
happened?
I'm shocked because I live down the street from the iRacing office, so you'd think this wouldn't be a problem. But, I'm getting back in. I'm rejoining.
That's the dedicated employee right there. He's like the one where he lives above the bar and also gets Chinese food takeout, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Ryan and Joey halfway throw a caution so we can pit.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. I don't know how
Can
close
do
we're
that.
at. Yeah. Get cleaned up and ready for our next go around with the lady in black.
Ooh, my required repairs should be done just before that mark as well.
Ah.
So that'll be
But
with
of course, I'm gonna.
50 minutes remaining. 5-0 is when the yellow will come out.
Okay.
All right. Well, as soon as I come out of these pits, I'm gonna come right back in just so I can wipe out the optional repairs for the fast one.
Okay, and talk to me more about this IHOP order because, I'm a little worried for you, Corey.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like you're getting, Uber Eats IHOP.
Yeah.
That is what
seriously?
my fiance wanted, IHOP, so we got IHOP.
But you had.
I am unfamiliar with the IHOP menu. I'm a little bit more familiar with the Grand Slam, the Denny's
I do
menu.
appreciate a good Denny's.
What did you guys order?
Denny. I got the pancake sampler combo, so I'm getting some pancakes, some eggs, some sausage, some bacon, and some toast. I'm
And what did
lighten
she
it up.
get?
No Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity?
No.
Oh my gosh, that is a menu item, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. She is usually a chocolate chip pancake gal herself.
Oh, those are yummy.
Sometimes strawberry pancakes on occasion, but mostly the chocolate chip.
Now, I have some nice thick cut brioche bread upstairs.
That sounds delightful.
All you got to do is crack some eggs, scramble them up, throw just a dash of vanilla, some salt, some pepper, some cinnamon, actually heavy load it up with the cinnamon, and then just a little bit of sugar in there as well, and then dunk that brioche in, put it on the stove, boom, you got some amazing French toast.
Car outside. I love it.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, so you were the car outside.
Yes, I was the car outside.
That is indeed what John was letting me know. Back out here.
That's right.
Quick turnaround.
Yes. All those packets.
And
Oh
immediately
no!
Held it.
Oh,
Did not hold it.
that is a spin.
We got
We're
big
gonna-
problems with the engine. Absolutely.
That's almost a Ryan Priest.
Ooh, yeah, the 12 is not
man.
looking so hot out there.
Right back in the wall. Oopsie
We're
daisy.
gonna be quick.
All right, so we're going to stay on the breakfast topic, but we are going to shift away from sandwiches.
Okay.
So, you can't pick your sandwich. What is your, maybe not your favorite, but like your go-to if you were going to go out and get breakfast somewhere? Not that you're going to make at the house, but let's just say you're going to go get brunch or go get breakfast. What would you get, Cameron?
Let's see. I would get pancakes or waffles, depending on where I was, with scrambled eggs, with Tabasco sauce or whatever hot sauce they have, with a couple strips of bacon, with hash browns and a couple links of sausage, or big fat summer sausage thingy. So yeah,
You want the loaded American breakfast.
pretty much. Yep.
Copy. Chris?
Chicken and waffles, 100%.
Now, are you the sad, like, Pennsylvania chicken and waffles where it looks like gravy, or are you like a good proper as actual fried chicken and waffles?
The second one for sure.
Good.
Yay.
Good. You're not an animal.
I'm what was it? The fancy mammal or
Luxury mammal.
Luxury mammal.
luxury
Yes.
mammal? Yeah.
Fancy mammal.
Fancy mammal. That's a new one. I don't know what a what would a fancy mammal be?
Ooh, you fancy.
Like Applebee's on a date night.
Oh, God.
Fuck off.
I love you.
You know, more artists could probably take a page out of that book and figure out which chain has marketing money to spend and create a catchy tune. I guarantee you he got paid more off of that song from Applebee's than he did making records of it.
Yeah, I think Applebee's actually reached out to him or something to make that song. I don't know. I don't know the story behind that song.
He definitely had to get something for using that song in their ad campaign that was right afterward.
Oh, definitely.
Well, yeah, 100%. And then the same thing with the girl who's singing like the heart like the truck and like pick that one up. Like, but I mean, talk about creating a song that's going to make you more money as an ad campaign than it is selling records. It's smart for these people.
It is smart, and I'm glad they switched to an instrumental for the next one after that.
Lobster shorts, I like your style.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Hesser Grafton's team.
Wait, what? Me?
Yeah, you have the lobster shorts, right, for your pit crew?
Oh yeah, it's hot out. That's all.
I have used every.
These are hearts.
Here we go.
Hot out. Well, about that, I set the temp to, I think it was 67 today. This is actually today's weather, give or take a few things.
Here we
So,
go.
your guys are chilly.
The cool
Oh no, I got
in the
snuggy.
Southwest.
Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
It's
just
okay.
hot natured. Oh my goodness.
And I think... Okay, watch out for...
Pardon me.
Get damage at the
What
back
are you,
end.
Canadian?
Me?
I'm hearing sorries and pardon me's in here.
No, I live in
Every
Dallas.
time I hit someone, I meant it. There you go. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, I'm in. Serves you right. Get out of my way.
Yeah,
Exactly.
should have done that in Le Mans.
Should have been driving so slow. That sounds like a you problem.
That sounds like a me problem. I should take your classes.
So this is kind of for everybody in the room here, but Ryan, are you seeing these comments? Bailey's in Omaha has something called the Porkosaurus breakfast.
That's safe.
Oh my god.
That sounds dirty, but go on.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm getting Goblerito vibes.
Oh, it's almost Goblerito time.
I
That's
just
right.
saved that. Oh my god, I don't know how I held on to that.
Someone had to say it.
Ryan, I gotta ask you, what would be your go-to breakfast if you're going out?
I'm not really a big fan of breakfast food, but like my wife makes really good French toast, like different types of bread. So I'm a fan of French toast. But yeah, I don't like eggs. like in general.
Let's say iRacing pulled out the credit card and they're taking you to breakfast.
Yes.
Okay? What are you getting at breakfast?
Mimosa, I guess? I don't know.
A mimosa.
Oh, hell yeah, get
Hair
crunk.
of the dog.
Oh, only one? Come on.
That also
Corporate card is out, right?
Right.
Fastest lap. Got
One
that.
of the ones that I have been working on, and I'm getting better at it, biscuits and gravy.
Oh, my mom has my grandma's recipe, and it is the best biscuits and gravy I've ever had.
Oh yes.
Has Michael Hall talked about breakfast food yet?
He has not.
I did in the chat, but I'm thinking a Mexican omelet with hash brown, sourdough toast with apple butter jam.
A Mexican omelet. Does that mainly
Salsa?
consist of like pico?
Well, there's actually a local breakfast food chain called New Beginnings, and locally, and there's multiple locations. They serve these, and they're basically almost like a Western omelet, which would have, green peppers
Yep.
and onions, but then they'll have, like a habanero sauce or something, for the wet burrito type of effect, and it's absolutely delicious. And then the meat inside is kind of like it's not a sausage, but it's more like a taco meat.
Like a
Type meat in the
ground beef type of thing?
Right, but with Mexican seasoning, so it's kind of got that, taco-y
Chorizo.
taste to it. Right. And it's hot. It's got the hot sauce on it, so it's... I love hot food, man. I like spicy.
I love hot food too, except my body doesn't like hot food.
No, yeah, that's true.
And
That's
it
interesting
took me-
because they say that what would you call it there? The chili pepper, for example. You would think if you have an upset stomach, you wouldn't want hot food in your stomach, right? But
Right.
it actually stimulates blood flow. And it's supposed to settle your stomach down when you have spicy food like that, believe it or not.
Well, I can tell you for sure, I start sweating. Yeah, it's good.
I love spicy food. I like whenever your scalp is the first thing that starts sweating.
Well,
Yes.
that's
Oh
brutal.
Lord.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was at Buffalo Wild Wings with my dad and my stepmom, and I ordered, I think, one of the hottest glazes, spices, whatever. Yeah, that was so brutal. And I also had an alcoholic drink, so I think I went through like 2 alcoholic drinks. So I was suffering, and then I was crunk.
Well, and then just being at Buffalo Wild Wings doesn't help either.
Nah.
Can I use the power of iRacing to get this black flag clear? Did I just call my boss?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of, are we close to halfway?
Oh,
19
I just
minutes.
got my spot.
19 minutes. All right.
I've been so enamored by all of this food talk that my car is pretty much fixed here. So,
Yay.
Ryan, can I get the camera back on me here? It's time for me to readjust my seat for this, yeah.
So, Jason, since you're going to be back out on track soon, what's going to be your breakfast?
I can't believe I didn't notice the car before. The goldfish instead of goldfish.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Randy's face on.
Yeah, I'm running this paint job on behalf of Andrew Pullman, who he didn't own the track here tonight. So when I found out I was going to be able to make it tonight, I decided to run his paint for him. Anyways, witness me, blood bags.
I will witness you and your wild variables splendid seasonings.
The car still looks
No,
knackered.
right-
You might
oh,
want to
God.
fast repair it and come back.
Maybe, but I don't care. I'm having a good time.
Yay! That's all that matters.
Maybe the extra drag will give me that downforce I could really use right now.
There you go. I mean, we got a Porsche.
Do you
guy
have any
turning
spray
left.
paint to go shiny and chrome right now?
No, but I have the lap of this scotch here. 1 second. Good stuff.
You got an itch jet?
Because that's 5 years.
That's right. Next gen's had 5 years. The Gen 6, the Xfinities, they have 4, and I don't know how many years the FR500
Dang,
has, or the Gen 2 supercar.
You know, leave it up to the iRacing employee to just be a complete bully out there.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, he knows. He knows. Check in with Ron Harrington here.
New
Oh,
leader.
new leader.
Ooh,
Oh
new
my
leader.
goodness.
Woo, yeah.
Where is Ron? Let's bring him in here.
And
Let me grab him. Yeah, okay. So we got our leader joining us here in the booth.
Hi,
Ron
Ron.
Harrington, driver of
Hey,
the
what's
number
going on?
57 Yeetios. What's it like right now inside the race car?
It's a hot mess with these Gen 6s.
Well, let me ask you this. If you had to think about food, because we've talked about breakfast all night, what's your go-to breakfast?
It's a Jersey thing. It's a pork roll, egg, and cheese.
A pork roll, egg, and cheese? Now, does that have like a bread of some sort on there?
Yeah, Biana Kaiser roll.
also like a kolache, which, by the way, that's my go-to is kolaches.
Pork roll is kind of similar to Spam, but a little tougher consistency. But the shape of bologna.
My baloney
Okay.
is the first
All right.
name.
It is an indigenous Jersey meat.
It's in Jersey meat.
Do you have to catch it wildly?
It's not that indigenous, but it is made, so it's a little sketchy.
Only driven for Jersey once.
Well, Ron, it looks like Brian is actually hunting you down right now. You gonna make this a race or what?
I'm gonna do my darndest to keep on keeping on.
All right.
Well, there's a yellow coming up here in about 15 minutes, so don't wear yourself out too early.
Copy that.
Have fun out there, Ron. Thanks for chatting.
Thank you.
I always love talking with Ron. I mean, who knew a pork roll sandwich? That's amazing. And Corey just ate it hard again.
I've already used all my fast repairs. I never said I was good
Oh
at stock.
no.
So it's your turn in the pits forever.
Yeah.
It's,
Nice,
you know what it
Bye-bye.
sounds like? I think that Corey has something else on his mind other than iRacing. I think it's the IHOP that's about to be delivered.
Probably, yes.
One more Dean and I go through drive-through.
It's also the Notre Dame Ohio State game that I have on next to me here that I've been mostly keeping
Oh,
an eye on.
and there it is. Okay. All right,
Now-
let these guys go.
I also wonder, Jason, since you're still in here,
Yes?
you know that you are in the winning position right now, but you are about to lose after this lap.
Yeah.
Already?
'cause
How so?
Ed and Andy tapped out. Oh no, no.
Oh,
Stop.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, stop now? Stop now? Okay.
No, I'm talking to me. Unless you want to stop now.
Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely done because I have 40 minutes of requireds.
Ugh.
Well,
Fun.
Corey,
Oh,
you
oh
can
no, I happened to
hang out with us until your food gets there.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Now I can
Oh my
drive
goodness.
through.
This, by
Oh
the
my
way,
gosh.
folks, is the battle for the lead. Number 1 car is hounding Ron Harrington. And this is actually pretty impressive right now because we do get fun racing on Lemons, but honestly, this is a battle for the lead. How often do we get this one?
Well, I got 5 laps up to fuel, so I'll just go ahead and pit and get fixed up anyway.
Well, I see Rich in chat. Eggs, grits, corned beef, hash, milk, and OJ. That's a good combo right there. See another one, Mexican omelet, hash browns, sourdough. Oh, that was you.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, my name on Twitch is Lord British TTV, so...
Oh no, oh no. There you go.
Where the hell is
What is
Pit?
this?
There it is.
Rich Milch. I can't read it here on the feed. Chip Chop Ham from Western PA. Have you guys heard of Chip Chop Ham?
I've not.
I've not heard of that one
That sounds like
either.
a euphemism.
Yeah.
Out here in the Northwest, we don't get much of that. We have a ton of international influence in our food, but we don't have a lot of, I would say, call it American cultural food, you know?
Yes.
Easy.
However, I can go get
There
some
we go.
delicious Thai food whenever I want to.
2 far laps. Okay, hold on. All right, I did this again. There we go. Now go back.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna, well, let's talk about Thai food over here, folks, because I grew up a traditional American family. My mom was not like super into cooking per se. Even she admits it, she doesn't care. And so I didn't grow up with things like curry and different types of international food. Thai food, holy smokes, it is amazing if you guys haven't had Thai food before.
Ah.
What's
yeah, I've
something
had
good to
some.
get?
Not.
They have like a place here, but you know what's like something good? Like I like.
You just
Chinese
want something
food, but-
generic.
Well, like what would you suggest?
The classic go-to is pad Thai.
Okay.
Yes. Also, one other suggestion for you, Ryan, is beef masaman.
Okay.
Because that's going to be somewhat American-like because it's got potato in it with the curry sauce and beef, right? Shaved beef. I mean, it's like a brisket almost, and it's really, really good because it's Thai and it's hot. And you can get that. Usually when you order Thai food, it's very versatile. They'll typically, ask you what you want with it in terms of like rice or this kind of noodle, that kind of noodle, but beef masaman kind of sidesteps all of that. And it's more of a potato and a meat in the curry sauce. So it's, for somebody who's not used to Thai food yet, it might be a good way to kind of introduce yourself to it.
Okay. Thanks.
The best way to think about curry, okay? Don't think about curry as curry. It is a sauce. That is all it is. Just like chili to Texas, chili. It's a curry, okay? That's all it is. And they have their different types of curry and their different types of sauce, essentially. And usually it's over noodles or rice with a protein and a vegetable. Simple as that.
Secret Roo says that True Moo has an orange cream milk now. Orange and milk. Not sure when we talk about orange and milk, but sounds good.
Little creamsicle.
That's what I was just going to say. When I was a kid, those were always my favorite, the creamsicle popsicles. Another one of my favorite Thai dishes. It sounds funny. Pad See Ew. That's
Pad
literally
See
what it's. Pad See Ew.
Pad See Ew. Oh my goodness, is that good?
It's so good. So it's traditionally beef again, but you can get whatever protein. And it's served with like a thick flat noodle. And it's just a brown sauce. Like, Ryan, you're familiar with beef and broccoli, Chinese dish, right?
Oh,
Of course.
Okay, so it would be very, very similar in a sauce texture to that, like just a brown sauce, and it's got beef and noodles and traditionally broccoli or broccolini. Pad See Ew,
Broccolini?
one of my
What's that?
favorites. It's just another, a different broccoli. It's traditionally not as big of a floret. It's a smaller floret. It's long and skinny rather than like a big old round floret. Has a slightly different texture as well.
I like my pad see ew with steamed tofu.
Okay. Yep.
Chris, was that your first NASCAR pit stop?
I've done one before, but it was definitely my first at Darlington.
Yeah, that's a unique experience. That's for sure.
So how you liking Darlington, Chris?
My neck hurts.
Yeah, that's that. I can definitely. Yeah, my left knee is not happy because I'm 2 foot in one on the. I know. Shut up, British guy. I got my brake pedal left foot and gas pedal right foot.
Oh, you're a left foot breaker. Well, that's the way it should be.
Yes.
Chris, are you on a single screen or a triple monitor or what?
I am on a triple.
Oh,
Triple
see,
27s.
See, all you had to do was turn off your center and right monitor and just slide that left monitor over to be your center, and that way you don't have to turn your head at all, dude.
That's very true. Although I don't think there's any paint on the right side of my car anymore.
Oh, you got the Darlington stripe.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've snuggled up to that wall.
That's right, you snuggled. Oh no, I Geico'd. Ow.
Yeah, just think about it. You know, standing down that front end, you're making that car more aerodynamic. You go faster.
That's right.
Zach.
Oh,
Okay, well,
I want some fern tie. Oh man,
Maybe
you
not
guys
this
want?
hard, but
Thank goodness.
Uh-oh, Derek Gilroy slipping and sliding with the lady in black. She don't like that.
So Ryan, go try Thai food sometime. Pad Thai with chicken is your traditional pad Thai. Okay, and all that's got is noodles, bean sprouts, and chicken, and that's typically like tossed in an oil like a peanut sauce. So it can be very mild.
Well, that'll kill me. That'll kill me dead.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah, peanuts are pretty big in Thai food for sure.
That's why I don't have a lot of Asian food. Is it does often end up with murder on its mind when it comes to me.
Turn left so I can get to my pit. Thank you for clearing the black flag, by the way. It just doesn't fix my car, though.
And then, yeah, I think pad see ew is another really, really generic, like a beef dish. If you're looking for a chicken dish and a beef dish, you can't go wrong with pad thai with chicken, pad see ew with beef, or like Michael was saying, if you like tofu, like steamed tofu, fresh tofu, always goes well with most Thai dishes.
Make sure you get it Thai spicy.
There you go.
Go Irish.
Don't kill him.
Jeez. Well, Thai food, like I said, is versatile. When you order it at most of the places I've ever been to, they ask you on a scale of 1 to 5, right, how hot you want it. Mm-hmm. So if you're not real tolerant of hot food, you can just tell them make it mild. But, I'm usually on the high end of the middle. I can't do the hottest of the hottest, but I like it hotter than most other people can tolerate it. And they'll actually bring you a little pepper. They'll bring you a little dish with a tiny little spoon that, like if you're eating with somebody else and they want it served more mild and I want it hot, we'll order it mild and then I'll just add the spice to it. They'll bring it out to your table.
Oh, wow.
I must serve a 30-second penalty for unsafe.
Basically just red chili, basically.
Yeah, I was going to say, what kind of pepper is it? Like
Okay, I'm gonna circle back around.
Hottest food I ever ate was when it was a Mustang curry, and I made the mistake of basically telling an authentic person, you can't make it hot enough, because I like spicy food. And yeah, that hurt twice. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, like I said, my girlfriend's authentic Asian, right? And there is a difference between their spice level and our spice level, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not a huge spice person, so it would whoop my ass if I tried something
Just visit the racing basin later.
Oh, Jason mainly tapped out.
Yeah.
Copy.
I'm still here in this chat, but that scotch just like suddenly hit me hard.
Oh, yeah.
That we met like that, which was a bad move.
We're not on a super speedway where we could just drift to the back end.
Do we still have Jason on camera?
Because I can't hear what y'all are saying.
Oh, bummer. It sounds like Jason has replaced Randy.
Oh, it was a
I'll need a
drive-through.
minute
Well,
here.
I just blew a fast repair. Damn it. I
No,
had to
Jason,
stop.
I was really more talking about Randy's fundraising night and all of the shenanigans he drank that night.
Yeah.
How it got to him.
His car got parked on the back straight of
I will say
Daytona.
though, Jason,
Hello, I'm back.
those drinks hit you 2 laps too late. You went 2 laps too far. You got to 12th place.
Aw, damn it.
All right, there we go.
Who, who did I accidentally slip in front of?
Ed Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, he won again. He's already like a god in our series here, so...
Yeah,
this
he's
is
one of our aliens.
This is just another feather in his cap. That scotch is great, though. It's definitely worth it.
There we go. Now I'm good. Fast cow coming up quick.
So let's bring up some more regional food. Corey, you still with us?
Yes.
Since you moved, how long have you been in the Northeast now?
So it was actually 2 years last week when I moved out here. I moved out here September of 21.
21, okay.
Yes. So I moved out here September 21.
In the middle of all the crazy liberal Northeast lockdowns, too.
Listen, dude, I was, so funny story actually is when I moved out there, speaking of all the wild COVID stuff, so when I moved out there, right before I left, I bought a new car. It was the first new car I'd gotten since my first car when I turned 16. Shout out to my beater 03 Camry, Sheila the Tank.
Hey.
She held me down from the time I was like 15 until I was 21. I literally, to my right here, I have her license plate in a shadow box.
Nice. My wife had a Camry named Betsy.
So after I got this new car, my new car, the Equinox, named Sweet Caroline, since I'm moving out to Boston. And I move out here, but I still have my tent plates from Indiana, so I have to get my car registered. And so I look up getting my car registered in Massachusetts, and the part they don't tell you is that to get your car registered out here, you have to have a Massachusetts driver's license. But I have an Indiana's driver's license. So I have
Can't
to
do
get
it with
my...
just the address or anything?
Nope, I have to do it with a full-on Massachusetts driver's license. So I have to go on and get it scheduled to get my license transferred. And I looked it up, and because of the COVID restrictions, only certain RMVs in the state are doing certain tasks.
Yep.
And so you have to schedule so far out ahead. And so I only had a week to get a new license and get my car registered before my tent plates were out of date. And so I look online, and the only RMV that has appointments that week to get my license transferred is in Springfield, Massachusetts. That is 2.5 hours away from me.
Yep.
So I had to drive 2.5 hours there, go to the RMV, get my license transferred, and then get told I don't have a stupid form to get my car registered right there. And then I have to drive 2.5 hours back to Lowell. So Massachusetts has been a great time, and the most diplomatic way I can put it is that it is a wonderful place to visit.
Did you see Ron almost died doing a wave around?
Oh, no.
I was gonna ask you, Ryan. Do you just want me to help get everybody back onto the lead lap? Is that what we're doing, or?
Yeah, I just
That's
did
gonna take a
everybody.
while.
I did everybody with one, so at least, and then I'm gonna give Jay Becker one.
How about we give Derek Gilray a couple so that way he's on the same lap in class as Becker?
Ah, my IHOP is approaching.
Is that a threat?
That's a promise. Who's the
I'm
45?
picturing Corey's like sitting in a sim rig with like multiple monitors, but instead of iRacing up right now, he's got the security cameras and he's looking out front right now, watching the delivery man come on.
You clearly overestimate the amount of money that I make.
You know, it's really funny because I look at all of the different rigs. My career's not in iRacing, right? This stuff has been really fun to do, and I love the announcing side of it. But it's crazy to look at how many people have dumped so much money into these iRacing rigs. It blows my mind.
If I hit the lottery, you wouldn't know, but there would be signs, and the signs would be the most batshit insane sim rig of all time.
Like,
Oh, yes.
I'm really proud of my sim rig. It's got really top tier equipment in my eyes, but I think I'm maybe like $3,500 out of pocket over 5 years type of deal building this thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, listen, when I first started sim racing, it wasn't on PC because I was too broke to even afford that in college. I was on Xbox and I was racing the Formula One games back in the day. And man, I won many league championships with a $60 Thrustmaster that I bought on Facebook Marketplace that was strapped to a gardening table that I was using a beanbag as a cockpit seat for. I have a picture. I have a picture of it. I'm going to put it in the prod chat here.
Yeah, do that.
It is an incredibly silly sim rig that won me many championships, and I love it dearly.
So my first sim rig, and Corey, you might actually like this. iRacing might like this. When I got my first quote-unquote opportunity for pro racing, granted it's rookie pro racing, but I got my shot in the Volkswagen TDI Cup way back, right? And so I used iRacing back in 2009 to prep to go to these different racetracks. Granted, I used the Pro Mazda, the Volkswagen wasn't out yet. But that's how I learned all these different racetracks way back in the day was iRacing back in 2009. And my rig, was a G25 on a 2x4 or like a 2x6 or whatever you want to call it, in between two bar stools with the HDMI hooked up to my TV on the wall.
Where's the pic of that?
Love it.
Dude, I would have to. I don't even think I've got any pictures of that, honestly.
I'm glad
Shout out to
that
Chris Pies for hanging with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got this picture. I had to rebuild this rig when I went home for the Indy 500 in 2022. We were going to use staff rigs for the season finale of Twitter rigs on the Coke Series. And when I went home, I had to rebuild this rinky-dink rig. So I was like, I don't want to show off the rig I have now. I want to show off this is my rig. All right, there you go. Here they are. I just sent it in the broadcast text chat.
It's still going to space and back.
Yeah, it's on the way. On the way, boys.
There's a text chat
Oh,
here.
man.
Yeah, broadcast text.
Oh,
You might not be able to see it because you probably don't have permissions.
probably not. I was pulled in here against my will.
You know what? I will copy
Not that I have a
the
problem with that.
message, and I will send it to the general chat as well.
Oh, there we go. I see it now.
There you go. There's that.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's the full. That's the full
yeah.
lounge. Just hang out in the room. The only thing that's missing, I see that it's upstairs. It needs to be a basement with like the pool table and the stairs coming down in the background, you know?
Oh yeah, speaking of rig setups, I need to get a circular saw to get rid of this bevel on my grandmother's desk so my wheel can be more firmly planted than it is right now.
There's
A
a little
picture.
Corey setup.
Yes.
Are we showing it on stream here? I gotta look.
Yeah, it is on stream.
Oh goodness, let me pull it up.
I don't think that I've got any pictures of my actual rig. No.
Like,
Let
on
me.
my
yeah.
rig.
Well, let me. What YouTube channel is this on? I wanna make sure we got an extra view here.
24 hours of lemons.
Yep, just go to the live channel and then click on some dancing people in the dark. 999.
Yeah, because my rig, let me tell you, that I used that through college. I used it quite a bit to race as much as I could. And man, like I said, that $60 Thrustmaster, I used it forever. And actually, the pedal set for that rig ruined my perception of pedals forever.
Oh.
It absolutely ruined it because the pedals that there
Yeah, no load cell, no nothing on it.
none, and it was 2 pedals, gas and brake, and both had the same amount of travel.
Yeah, that's what I got going on right now with the Thrustmaster 128.
So
Keep
once
those
I actually,
around for flight sim, they'd actually work nicely.
and the problem is that I enjoyed those pedals because I liked having a precise amount of travel on my brake. I had a lot of movement, so if I wanted to hit 60% brake pressure, I could get to that point. There was a lot more space to do that. So when I went to my new pedals, they're great, but the brake pedal has like no travel to it. So I'm locked
Oh yeah.
constantly. So I am one of the plebs that runs with my clutch pedal as my brake pedal because it has the right amount of travel that I like. And so I'm one of those nerds because those Thrustmaster pedals ruined my perception of pedals forever.
That's interesting because in real race cars,
There's no travel, right?
there's none. It's imperceptible to the human eye almost.
Oh, I know. And
It's all pressure, and there's almost no travel to speak of.
I think about that all the time and how I'm like completely not accurate at all, but like I don't care because it's so much more enjoyable the way that I've been doing it because these are the pedals that I'm used to.
Yeah, it's just muscle
Right.
memory, really. Yeah.
Because like I know that when I have like a good amount of travel on my brake, I'm more precise with like hitting my brake points.
Yeah, in a race car, I mean, yes, there is travel, but you're right, it's much more muscle memory.
Yeah, I mean that's God forbid when I actually get like some proper load cell pedals, I'm done at that point. I'm not gonna know what to do with myself.
I
mean, like, I got rid of my... It's funny, because, like, I usually only race in socks, and like, when I had my Hoisingfeld Ultimate Pluses or whatever, I had the stiffest bushings in there, and you still max out the load cell with no shoes on type of deal, and people are like, how do you get softer stuff? I'm like, oh, no, you don't want softer. You don't want softer, guys. You need it as hard as you can get.
Yeah.
See, speaking of racing in socks, I don't even get that luxury because here's a quirk of my dog named Senna. God love him. He demands your socks when you get home. He does not give you a choice. He demands your socks because to him, if he gets your socks, that means you aren't going anywhere and you're home for good for the night.
Mwah.
So he demands our socks so that, because here's the thing, Joey, I agree with you. I prefer to race in my socks, but my dog won't allow me to.
Yep. My puppy dogs are too big to mess with me in the sim.
No, Senna, I'm not kidding, will walk around in my pedal set. I'll be driving, and then I'll like try to hit the brake, and then suddenly I hit something behind my brake pedal, and it's Senna just kind of screwing around, sniffing around back there. He has a habit of doing it whenever I'm in the lead.
What kind of puppy?
He is a mini poodle. He is a little teeny tiny guy. He just got a haircut today, and he got shaved down. So he's all itty bitty. Yeah, he's a sweet little guy. He has a dog collar or a dog tag that I designed that is Senna's helmet design with his autograph in the middle, and instead of like putting his name on there, his name is the autograph on the dog tag.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I made that for him because he's our favorite little race car driver.
If anybody is out there watching, listening, put your pet's name in the chat. We'll give him a shout out. I am a huge animal person over here. I've got 2 golden retrievers myself that are just napping.
Trust me, I've seen your puppies when we're setting up your camera there for the broadcast.
We all have, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen your dogs.
So, Corey, I put my pedals in the broadcast text over here.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite part about my sim rig, is those pedals. Those are the Simtrex Pro GT pedals, right? And you can see all the wonderful dog hair and dust because I haven't used the rig in forever.
Oh, speaking of Senna, here he is.
So it is service time.
But those are full CNC machine. I mean, I am in love with those things. It doesn't get any better than those if you're looking for an actual feel. Even the clutch has like a realistic throw with the different pressure points and everything. It's really nice.
Oh, I don't know if you just heard him. Oh, there he is.
I hear him. I see we got Lexi and Lumen. Yeah, we heard Senna. Who wants to jump up here? Jet, you're too asleep. Plus, you would never jump up. Oh, yeah, and then there's the sim rig itself. 8020 with the VRS hub. It's funny we're doing all this turn racing stuff now, Corey, Ryan. That's one of the OG turn button plates from like years and years back.
Yeah, speaking of which, tune in, Turn Racing. Now let's get the name right here. The Grand Prix Turn Racing iRacing series.
Yep.
Running the Dallara IR01 every Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 1900 GMT. That is my baby. It is the first series that they've let me be in charge of. So come and tune in. iRacing Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Come watch, please.
please
The second race.
I need to justify my paycheck, please and thank you.
I will say the second race was way better than the first.
Yes, Jerez was actually really enjoyable. That was a really good race. Pretty much like the top 6 all on top of each other for the entire last run.
Well, not only that, but the start in round 1 was just ugh.
Oh my God, everyone died.
Yeah.
Everyone died.
Yep.
Next up is Texas Motor Speedway. First oval of the season. First oval in this series' history. So come check that out. I've driven it myself. IR01.
No, we raced Pocono. We raced Pocono in the qualifying series.
In the big boy series.
Okay, well, isn't this the first year of the series?
So how was Pocono?
Well, Pocono was actually really good. Justin Melillo ran in it. He was on the broadcast. Pocono went pretty good.
Fantastic racing, actually.
Before this series started, I ran on FTF, their FTF1 series, which is IR01s and ovals and road courses. And I was one of the people, along with Chris Leone, who kicked up a fuss about getting the IR01 as an oval car because we tried it in our Goof Around Thursday League, Yes2 Motorsport.
I didn't know about that one.
And we realized very quickly that the IR01 is the best oval car in the service. we had such a blast with that car that when the time came, we were like, why don't we add an oval setup to this thing on the service? Like, it's clearly like a blast and a half to run this thing on ovals. Then sure enough, there they went. I felt like it was the first time I actually contributed something to the sim itself.
Yay!
Glad to see you not doing it anymore.
Yeah, I'm not contributing anything else.
I think the biggest problem with the FTF1 series was the fixed setup.
Yeah, I felt like if I was able to... Here's something that I wish we could do in the sim. I wish you could make a fixed setup race with, like, certain things open.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can set it to be fixed, and then you go into the setup and you say, these things you're allowed to adjust, but only these couple things.
Yeah, I can see that, like, because the way the wing works in iRacing, you could just say, yeah, you can adjust wing angle type of deal for your adjusted top speed in final drive, you know?
The only thing you can edit is, like, your dampers, so you can only edit the springs on your suspension. Something like that.
Yeah.
But, like, you can't edit aero, or you can't edit your final drive, but you can edit the springs, or vice versa, like you said, but...
Ooh, almost killed Derek. Sorry, Derek.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Oh, no, I killed him.
I think the biggest problem with the fixed iRacing IR01 set, though, is that it tops out at, what, like 192 miles an hour or something like that?
Yeah.
Like 196.
Using a wheel. Bless you, Eric. Bless you. Look at Eric using a wheel.
Eric, we see you. We're spying on you right now. I know you're watching.
The no pedal, no wheel mafia Don himself got himself a wheel and pedal a while ago, and I think it was specifically for ovals, so...
Since he's using a wheel and pedal, that skull and crossbones, he's about to be like that. He did not choose wisely. Bring another indie reference back to us.
You chose holy. Yeah, Senna agrees.
They got us, Junior.
Shout out Sean Connery. Only
man.
In that movie, best James Bond by a country mile.
Yeah, I think he is a great James Bond for sure. You know, there's so many different eras of James Bond. I think that they're good in their own way, type of thing.
My dad had me growing up on the Sean Connery era James Bond, and I'll tell you, my favorite James Bond movie to this day is still Goldfinger.
It's a good one.
Oh, I think I might have caused Derek to tap out. I'm sorry.
I go Goldfinger number 1, Skyfall number 2.
Oh, I got no connection. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Because my grandfather, my grandparents were actors. But I don't think... I guess the closest... He did that... What was that movie with Catherine Zeta-Jones? Entrapment.
Ah.
You remember that one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the one. That's the one with like the scene with the lasers and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, that is a great scene. I know what you're talking about, Ryan.
Yeah.
That was before activewear, like Lululemon was like all over the place. And, that was a good scene.
The only movie I saw with her was Chicago.
So she's married to Michael Douglas.
That's right? Yep. Been married to him for a long time.
My grandfather gave Michael Douglas his start in acting over there on the East Coast, on the Playhouse in New York, similar to Broadway.
Nice.
And actually helped him with the name of Kirk Douglas, and that's Michael's dad is Kirk Douglas.
Oh, yeah.
It's a stage name. His name is Izzy Dembski. So my grandpa helped come up with the name Kirk Douglas for him.
Oh, that's cool.
long time ago. Yeah, let's talk about Grandpa Malcolm a little bit. You guys remember, let's see, what big movies was he in? He was in Perry Mason, Twilight Zone, a bunch, that sort of thing. You guys, Alfred Hitchcock fans at all?
No, I'm aware of them, but I
I
haven't been.
enjoy some Alfred
Yeah.
Hitchcock.
The Birds?
Oh, I love the Birds.
He is the sheriff in The Birds. So if you guys
Really?
go-
Oh,
you guys go
cool.
watch The Birds.
Burbs.
Yeah, he is the
They're not
sheriff in The Birds.
Well, that's really cool.
Actually, think I got the similar schnoz and similar voice to him for sure. So it'll sound very familiar.
I don't want to say that I was wondering where I felt like I've heard your voice before, but
Well, you
Time
know,
traveled.
it was probably back when I was a professional racing car driver. You saw me on such Fox and Speed Vision and all sorts of that stuff back when I was cool, you know?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think, I was there at Indy probably when you won your last race or something, or got on the podium there.
God, yeah, spraying champagne. And a funny story about that race, I sent you that picture on the
Yes,
podium
you
there,
did.
right?
Yep.
And so I was racing for Fall Line Motorsports, which is based there, Chicago area. They mainly do BMWs and Porsches. That's their main customer base. But at the time, they had a bunch of BMW M3s in the IMSA series. And so I was racing in one of those, and I was a fill-in driver. I didn't have my own suit. They needed a suit for me, and I'm a tall, skinny dude, 6'2", like 180 pounds. Terry Borchler is the suit that I got that fit me. And if you guys know Terry Borchler at all, he always does like the ministries and always does like the readings pre-race and all of that. He's very connected with the church. And one of the crew members comes up to me after the race. You know, since you wore Terry's suit, did you feel a little bit closer to the Holy Spirit while you were out there? I was like, man, that's rough. You can't make fun of that, you know? But maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
God, there's 51 seconds left, and Ohio State has the ball down 4. I need Notre Dame to win here. I just need it in my soul.
I lost my bet on Colorado today. I didn't realize they would get dominated by Oregon.
Yeah, I probably could have told you they were going to get smacked around pretty hard by Oregon today.
Oh, Ron!
Oh no, Ron!
Ron almost went around right there. Who's that car up the middle? Becker. My goodness. Coming in hot with some speed.
Yeah, he's the class leader who's about to lap me again after he passes David Bryan.
Speaking of colleges, I need to get better with NC2A knowledge. I don't follow many college sports anymore. And I was on that college series broadcast for iRacing, and like I'll pick up stuff, you know, but I'm not one to sit down and watch a Final Four tournament, you know.
Yeah. Man, I saw someone posted a clip of that big one where every student driver just piled in, like, yeah. I forget where that was. At Talladega or something. I don't remember, but that was
Did
like.
you see it recently?
It was
Yeah.
Daytona. Yeah, Alex.
It was
Alex
Daytona.
Daytona.
It was
Just
a
did
college
Daytona.
race.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get.
That was Alex Horn's Twitter. Where that's at.
But yeah, Terry's over there just spouting off knowledge left and right about all these schools, and I'm like, where the hell does he come up with this shit? I'm convinced that he's not logged into the sim because he's got Google and Wikipedia pulled up.
Oh no, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he calls races a sim anymore. I think he's strictly prod feed.
No, yeah, he's like, no, I won't log into the sim. 24 minutes remaining for anybody.
24. Oh, no, don't spin. There you go. Let's stay.
Come here.
No, ow. And now, oh, ugh, ow. Okay, can I drive?
We can do
We got
this.
damage on the front end.
We can do this.
There it is. There it is.
Oh, nice.
Here, I'm gonna do something. Yellow. Where's yellow?
Oh. Ryan, that's the most massive wreck I think I've ever seen.
Oh, we got another yellow on the
That's what
racetrack.
the kids call a sport ender.
Can I open pit?
Was this the one coming to the checkered? Okay, yeah, because I never even really went back and watched that at all. I was calling the race.
Where it ended up with like
It was just the two of them drag racing to the line. Well, you're being so good right now. By the way, Ryan, I don't know if you can see this, but you've got a new commentator.
No, I can't.
That is an awesome dog.
Noodle, you hear that? You hear that, girl? Yeah.
Yeah, that's some serious carnage.
yeah, it ended up with everyone besides first and second got involved.
Ryan. She was waiting for her moment. She wants to become a star.
Superstar.
And y'all done being a commentator? Yeah? I can put you down. You want to go down?
Fire Clone, this is... We have V8 supercars, and... Cameron, can you go over what the classes are again?
Yeah, of course. All right, so Class A, Thunder Horse. That is the Gen 2 Ford Mustang Australian supercar with the Gen 6. Class B is Workhorse, and that is the next gen NASCAR, and the two Xfinity Mustangs, the Legacy and the one I'm driving. And then Class C for Charlie Horse is the Mustang FR500S, which is the car in front of me. And pit road is now open. Okay, so I can probably fix my car and do a drive.
Do you have green, white checkers in here? Program?
I did not put the GWCs. Probably because it's a lap thing, and I don't have it set for lap. It's time, so.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yep. Yeah, Fire Clone, if you are trying to pay attention, throw that out the window and have a drink, sit back, and enjoy what is Lemon's iRacing. Yeah, no, that's why I was asking Syntax is because of that time. Can't throw the yellow on the last lap to make a green-white checkered for everybody. So, unfortunately, can't do that one. I'm loving the timing pylon, by the way, Ryan, because I look at it, I was like, all right, plus 1 lap, plus 2 lap, 53 laps. You go down to Corey, and I mean, look at how bad Corey is. 87 laps down.
I never said I was a stock car driver.
Oh my goodness, folks.
That's why I'm building my Super Formula roster right now, because that's more my speed.
Oh, are you giving us a little bit of insider information?
Oh no, it came out with AI.
Okay.
Yeah, most if not all new cars come out with AI.
Okay. So when is the Super Formula going to be playable?
It's playable right now.
Oh, see, yeah, I don't... Man, this is how much I need to catch up on actual iRacing stuff.
I was about to say, buddy, it came out this past build.
So, Corey, don't you repeat this to anybody over there, okay?
I won't.
But it has been what is it, September? It's coming up on a year that I've actually sat in my racing simulator and fired it up.
Nice. Nice. We need to get you back in the car, buddy.
Yeah, no, I know. I need a triple monitor stand is what I need. But that's neither here nor there. I also need another freaking monitor for all of these broadcasts because I'm out of screen space for all stuff on 2 monitors.
There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Now we're got up. All right, cool.
Mike, how you doing over there?
Oh, I'm just enjoying the show, man.
Oh, man. Notre Dame lost. And on that terrible disappointment, I'm going to
go eat some IHOP.
I'm going to go eat some IHOP.
Enjoy your IHOP.
Yeah.
Thanks, Corey.
Enjoy your IHOP. Yeah,
Yes, thank you for joining us, Corey.
Anytime. I'll see y'all around.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple days, and we'll for sure see you on Wednesday, Ryan and I.
Yes. Yes, you will. I will be very bad.
Perfect.
Even worse than tonight.
So, Corey, trust me. So I've got like a handful of really, really fast top-tier pros that are just going to mop the floor with everybody.
They are going to have a horrible time with me.
Correct.
All right?
Correct. But I'll tell you this. There are people that will be in there that will be slower than you and less aware.
I highly doubt that. Trust
How
me.
about
Listen, I
an
want you...
old IMSA driver from the 80s and his best buddy crew chief that goes everywhere with him?
Listen, I want you to message Chris Leone, and I want you to ask him how I am when it comes to loose surface driving. All right?
Okay.
Listen, my tier in terms of my driving skill goes to I'm only good in things with wings and downforce, and I'm okay in some stock car stuff, and then you get me on loose surface driving, I am completely useless.
Well, we will find out Wednesday.
Absolutely. I'll see y'all then.
See you, Corey. Have a good one.
See you as well.
Thanks, Corey.
Yeah, good night, Corey.
Yeah, bye, Corey. Someone tell Ron to pull past me because I have to drop to the end.
Well, why don't we just bring him up here? Oh, well, I can't bring him up here. Ryan has to do it.
Thank you. There you go. Yeah.
I just gave Cam an EOL, so it would tell
That
Ron to
works
pass it.
too. That works
Yeah.
too. Well, and now we're down to a few of us in the booth. Jason, are you still with us?
I just realized my microphone has been muted for the past hour, but yes,
Oh no!
I have.
How you doing over there, bud? You recovering?
Yeah, I swear I'm right-handed God. I only had one shot, but it was a big one and it went down quick. But I changed my diet up recently, and like as a result, alcohol just hits me like a truck now.
Yeah, you're a cheap date now.
Well, not that
That's-
cheap, but
That's what
have
they all
standards.
say. Is I only had one, but it was
Yeah.
a big one.
Lady in Black's not a cheap date either. Look at all the thousands of dollars of virtual parts we're smashing up. Oh, this is gonna be
Yeah.
sketch.
I just
Thank
realized.
you, guys.
I just realized this headset that I'm wearing, it has a hardware mute switch on it. If I just move the microphone physically out of the way, that disconnects it. And I realized I forgot to put it back down when I
Oh.
came back from the bathroom.
There. Okay,
So I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
sit
go
here
pull in the
and
pit
pull
because this is bad. My car really wants to turn left and not in the fun way. Alright, here we go.
So, Mike, you said you were up in Michigan, yeah?
Yeah, that's correct. Western Michigan and the Lower Peninsula.
Western. Okay.
Near Grand Rapids, it's kind of, when most people think Michigan, they think of Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm on the opposite side of the state. I'm about 3 hours west of that, more towards the other lake shore.
So, I guess it would be about halfway there. Last racetrack in Michigan I was at was the East Lansing go-kart track.
I've never even heard of that, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Lansing is about an hour and a half to my east.
But yeah, about halfway between you and Detroit.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
You drive right through it. In fact, if you drive from Grand Rapids area down 96, you'll go through Lansing and then into Detroit. And then, of course, you would have to go south of there to go to the Michigan International Speedway. I don't know if you've ever been there. I haven't, but even though I live here, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to little JP Roush, Jack Paul Roush III. That's was out there with Jack and one of his sons doing some go-kart racing. The East Lansing go-kart track is their home track out there.
I see. Karting.
Oh yeah, they got to start somewhere.
Yeah, this is true. I always wanted to do it when I was a kid, but it's something that, my parents put a kibosh on.
Now, were you born and raised in Michigan?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron, where are you at again?
I am in southwestern Virginia. About 90 minutes north
like Roanoke?
Yes, Roanoke, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stu, no, god damn.
Oh, just slipped out of the there.
You're not too far from Ryan, actually.
I got engine trouble? Oh, no, I guess I have to pull in the pit. No, yeah.
Because Ryan's just there in Statesville, so you're just north of Ryan, what, a couple hours or so?
Yeah, approximately a couple hours, yeah.
And then I'm all the way out here in Seattle. I'm thousands of miles away from you all.
Yeah.
That's a huge advantage, though. It's not even 8 o'clock where you live.
That's right.
Yes. But I haven't had dinner yet, and we've been talking about food the whole time.
Oh, man, I'm starved.
That's your problem. You started it.
Yeah, you started it.
I love to talk about it, man.
All right, let's get this engine fixed.
I made some delicious pasta scampi the other night. Some shrimps and scallops in there, and always love me some good Italian food. Simple Italian. It's the way to go.
I've got a lasagna recipe to beat the band.
Yeah, I'm typically a sauce man. I love hand making my own sauces, whether it's Alfredo, tomato-based sauce, scampi, whatever.
Do you start from total scratch, or do you do what I do, cheat and use something store first?
No, I total. Well, some red sauces I'll cheat a little bit. But if you want it to be good, all my white sauces I always start from scratch. Flour, butter, that's really all you need. I would say Italian, if you have garlic, shallot, and olive oil, those three things you can create, that's your sauce base in pretty much everything.
I have family members that just came back from Greece, and they brought back some Greek olive oil. And I'm trying to decide how I want to get into that. You don't use it to grease the pan, it's meant to be.
No, I would say if you got fancy olive oil, it depends on how much it tastes and how much you want it to taste, because I would just drizzle that on top of stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe Greek salad, right?
Yeah, really anything that you're already using some olive oil or anything oily, just drizzle it on top for the flavor, essentially.
Yeah, you got a good point.
Especially if you're making a pizza, like a flatbread pizza or something. Yeah.
Speaking of which, do you make your own pizza from scratch?
Making the dough, it's not that difficult, but you got to have the time and the patience to knead it, That's what I always found the trouble.
One of my ways that I cheat to make the homemade pizzas, believe it or not, I use a burrito tortilla.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
Yep, and it's just, first of all, it's economical because you can buy a pack of 10 of those for $1.50, right? Mm-hmm. And, it's really, if you are watching your slimline, which most people who eat Italian don't bother to do that, but if you are, it's very light. And it's a thin crust, so it's just a burrito wrap. So it's going to have, maybe 20 grams, 25 grams at most of carbs. So for people who have to watch that for other health reasons, it ends up being a really healthy way to to very quickly have a homemade pizza, and that's kind of one of my staples. I eat several of those a week, anywhere from 1 to 3 of them.
Ah.
Did you like sneak onto my work truck or something earlier today? Because that is exactly what I did for my one meal that I had today.
What's that? A burrito as a crust, and then a kind of an ad hoc pizza?
Yeah, just shredded mozzarella and some pepperoni in my toaster oven.
That's all you got to do. I use a Dutch oven, but yeah.
But
Oh, you go under the covers and everything?
Oh, speaking of Italian food, though, is Randy? Randy, are you still in here?
I think so.
It's been a while. I don't know what happened to him. He tapped out a while
Randy
ago.
said he was going to do uncle thing.
Oh, okay. Well, so Randy and lasagna. I remember talking about lasagna earlier. Randy was anyway. So Randy, does autocross stuff, and he has this thing called Mimavania or whatever, and the prize is a pan of lasagna. And I remember the last time I brought this up, it was Joey who asked what kind of lasagna it was, and this would have been the perfect time to ask him if it was like store bought or freshly made.
So that brings up memories of like cooking competitions, right? Mm-hmm. And one of my buddies, well, I shouldn't say one of my buddies, Roush every year does like a chili cook-off. Okay?
Ooh.
And so one of these years, this guy won, okay? And got to tell, how'd you make it or recipe or whatever. It was just straight Hormels out of the can.
No way.
Ah.
Yeah. Shows you the quality of everybody else's chili, right?
The can chili is always so horrible.
Yeah.
Guess Roush has a secret.
Apparently.
You know what you're making
That's
me
all
in
it
the
took.
mood for is a chili dog.
Okay, so I saw a picture, and picture this, okay?
Okay,
Not
picture.
just a chili dog, but a corn dog, the cut sliced long ways to open it up, and then put the chili and cheese right there on the corn dog.
Is it still on the stick?
No, take the stick out.
Okay. So the hot dog, corn dog coating is the
Combo.
bun.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
And I was like, you know what? That doesn't sound too bad at all.
I think East Coast or West Coast, I think it's safe to say, Joey, you and I have the same plans after the race.
Yeah, gonna get some food ASAP.
Yeah. You gotta give it to these drivers, though. That is a long time to fight it out on this track. Darlington, like I said earlier, is deceptively difficult.
Oh yeah.
And you know what I'm seeing right now? Because you mentioned that, the drivers on track. Jason Grafton has chosen to lose even worse now than he
Yeah.
was
May as
before.
well. I just wanted to throw back up for the post-race wreck fest.
Oh yeah, that's right. Of course. Yeah, that's always the
Yeah.
part.
The scheduled one.
The scheduled one. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no green-white checker, which for those
Oh
of
no,
you who
no,
are used
that's
to
at
oval
the
racing.
that's at the end of the checkers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. We're not doing, everyone gets stupid and wreck, and we have to do like 3 million GWCs to finally get a winner.
Well, that didn't work. Oopsie daisy.
Oh
Good on
boy.
Harrington, man. He's dealt with a lot of adversity in the race, and now he's securely in the lead in his class, according to the ticker.
Yeah, and actually it's funny because Becker is our overall leader, but he is in the slower class.
Class B,
Yep.
which is my class, and I think I am second in that class.
You are. In fact, you could park it and you'll keep second,
Yeah.
because there is a long ways back.
I heard a little bit of the Michigan come out in the park it.
Oh yeah, our accent is unique.
the bagel. Or bagel. Bagel, that's right, bagel.
We would say bagel here in Michigan.
Okay.
There's a website that I think it was the New York Times had put together where you could go online and fill out, they ask simple questions like, for example, what do you call, on a divided highway, what do you call that area, the grassy area in the middle?
Well, the median.
Yeah, that's what we would call it too, but some people call it different things, right? And when I did that survey, at the end of it, the results said that I lived in a swath between Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is where I've lived all my life, and Toledo, Ohio. So apparently people who speak like I do span through, the Detroit area and then kind of boomerang shape on the heat map that they show south towards Toledo, Ohio. It would be kind of fun to do that maybe during one of these races.
Oh, yeah.
What we're talking, and just kind of see where everybody kind of sizes up as far as what they call things. It's actually really fun to do with friends because, even if you've lived here all your life, you might have had parents that came in here from, say, Wisconsin, which is just across the lake, from Michigan.
Yeah.
And you will still say things different because you came from people that, come from there. All it takes is 1 or 2 states away, and the way that you say certain things will be very unique and very different. So it's,
I was just in Wisconsin last month at Road America.
America, fuck yeah.
One of my favorite places on earth.
Is that going to be on the NASCAR schedule next year?
I think it got taken off.
That's what I heard.
Unfortunately not. Yeah, that sucks.
Well, because it's one of the, obviously you wouldn't want to take out, say, and there's a little bit of the Canadian influence.
Chicago replaced Road America, from what I recall.
And that's bogus. Why would they do that?
Same region.
Probably because they want to try it without rain.
And
well, you can't take Watkins Glen off the schedule. And you can't take
They could take
Sonoma
off the schedule.
I guess I would agree with that.
I think you probably could take Sonoma off, and plenty of the teams would be happy about not having to travel out west for it.
Don't they just go out there during their western travels anyways?
Yeah,
Yes.
the western swing.
But honestly, the quicker you come back, probably the better.
Yeah, I imagine so.
And really, you look at Sonoma and the racing that it makes for NASCAR. In my opinion, I might be in the lesser group here, but I think it produces some terrible racing, and they just play bumper cars, It's nothing like the Watkins Glen race at all.
Yeah, but the Watkins Glen is, how would I say this, iconic, in NASCAR history. So it's it's here to stay.
But that's what I'm saying. And I think that the racing that circuit produces is far better than what Sonoma produces, for that series at least.
I don't know what's going to happen with Texas though, because it's their attendance isn't what it used to be, I guess, and the 2-miler's gone. And I think that leaves Michigan as the last man standing for 2-mile tracks.
Oh, yeah.
The hybrid, yeah.
So, COTA, you've got Circuit of the Americas. I think that should kind of stick around. It's going to obviously have other audiences, but...
Oh, yeah, have fun.
Right. And NASCAR, I think it's cool that NASCAR races there, but what's your thoughts on that? I know a lot of people are kind of...
I would like Texas to become the in real life iRacing super speedway.
Oh, jeez.
3-mile long big paperclip.
Well, we are white flag. We're going to continue that conversation here, but we're watching Jay Becker come across, and we've already decided the winner. Ed Smith is already the winner, so we're just gonna go through the cars as they come across the start-finish line, take the checkered flag. But I typically have pretty strong opinions on tracks. However, the way the new next-gen car is kind of racing and how it's shaping up, I don't know what speed of racetrack or what size of racetrack really suits it best, because I don't think it's Atlanta. I don't think it's the new Atlanta, but people also love it.
I kind of like what I see with that car at tracks like Martinsville, these shorter tracks. I think it's a different feel at the shorter tracks versus the larger tracks. That's just my opinion of it. I think it's a good car for, even Darlington, 1.33 miles, right?
Looks like we're wrecking on the backstretch. Here I come, Jason. You bam!
Oh, that was a big hit.
Thank you. Come again. Oh.
I don't think I can. I think I'm dead. Can I back up? I can't
Let's
back
just
up.
be glad it's not real people in these vehicles after what I just saw.
Yeah, I should be dead.
I think personally, in terms of the track debate, it might not always be the track, but sometimes the car. Okay. And we're always in search for better grip, faster lap times, all this good stuff. But I think if you took off half the tire from these cars,
Right.
it would produce a lot better racing because you wouldn't be as dependent on the aerodynamic grip anymore. You would be so much more mechanically grip limited, so the drivers would be having to drive the stuff.
I'm going to vote yes on that. As someone who builds setups on the iRacing service for people, I think that iRacing does model that diffuser ride height is critical. And you literally, if this car is going to compete, you got to drag the splitter early on so that when it pressures up, it's not too far off the ground. And so, yeah, honestly, what you're speaking to is a little bit, this debate sometimes comes up when people talk about the old school racing, right? When the stock cars were really stock cars, they were bricks. And there was, plate track races, what we now call plate track races, where these cars are spread out 100 yards apart.
Aerodynamics overrules mechanical grip.
Right. And it's become, honestly, a distraction. That's how I look at the racing now in terms of, how the modern car performs. And all modern cars, since they've departed from the real stock cars, they started to build these things to be faster and more exciting for spectators and stuff. But there were two unintended consequences, I think. One was the safety. And, these cars are improved with safety, but they're also so fast that they have to slow them down to keep from killing people. We don't want that. We don't want our heroes dying on the track. And the other thing is, too, like I said, it's this throw a blanket on them, this cluster driving that the aero racing produces. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. And, there's some things I like about it, but there's also some things I like about the type of racing. I'm an older guy. The racing that I experienced when I was younger, I thought was, the better racing when you compare it to modern racing.
I think we're wrapping up here, everybody, folks. But real fast, my last thought here on this one is we're always so enamored with technology taking step forwards, and right now it really is the aerodynamic game, right? However the cars are pushing the air, the aerodynamics are so important to the lap time. Back in the era that you were talking about, it was all the suspension, the mechanical grip that was making that, hence being able to race so close, and the air, it just doesn't allow that anymore.
Nope.
So, well, okay, that's going to do it for Lemons here. Cameron, can you give us any preview on maybe when the next one is, or if you have any ideas about when it is or what it will be?
Well, that's schedule. Y'all, Ryan's and your schedule permitting. It'll probably be October. And Ryan had some ideas, or he was going to give me some ideas for one of these. So, Ryan, the ball's in your court for round 6.
Copy that. I would say in 2 or 3 weeks, probably. Try to do a Sunday night.
Oh, of course, yes. Our first Suntories, our Sunduro.
Yeah. One of those.
Yeah.
Well, Jason, it was awesome having you in here. You still in here with us?
Well, in this chat anyways, yeah, I as soon as my car blew up again.
Yeah.
By some miracle, I managed to not rack up enough incident points for a penalty.
And in those last closing minutes, you moved up from 12th to 11th.
Progress. Yes.
Yay!
Progress on the
Progress
racetrack.
from last place. Let's see. Oh, I was 18 laps down. Ouch.
Michael, thank you very much for joining us. You are welcome to come back on any Lemons show
Yes.
and join us whenever you feel like it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's a privilege. I definitely appreciate the invite from Ryan Bauer.
Sir.
And the conversation has been awesome. I always enjoy Cameron's company. And Joey, this is my first time being with you, on a Discord call or a chat, in this case, broadcast. So, hey, man, thanks for the invite back. You'll be seeing me. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yay.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Well, that's going to do it here for the Lemons iRacing, and I hope you guys enjoyed the chaos that was earlier tonight, as well as Darlington from Detroit and now South Carolina. We will see you next time at the Checker Flag.
Thanks everybody
That's right.
that hung out tonight, everybody that watched, and next time.
Yes.